Welcome, my friends and ladies and gentlemen, to a brand new video. Today, I'm live streaming from the beach, and although I have a little bit of a cold or a sickness, I still managed to swim today. It's a warm day, hardly any clouds in the sky, warm day, and I took a swim in the ocean because it's good for me. And hopefully, I'll recover fast, and this won't contribute to more coughing and more sneezing. Hello, Mr. Singh. You look ill. I am. So it's that stage of whatever. No need to focus on the wrong things. Um, let's just focus on the positives. And what is a positive, my friends? I'm here at the beach, alive and well, healthy and happy. Healthy in a general sense. And live streaming. Take medicine. I do take medicine in the form of food. I eat fruits, vegetables. Those are the biggest medicines. So I'm sure this will all go away very soon. So now you can enjoy the beautiful scenery behind me, beautiful ocean, beautiful energy. And what else is there to do? What else is there but to enjoy? Enjoy life. PCM, I mean. Maybe. Maybe. I'm here with my feet in the sand, and that brings up the antioxidants, or that grounds me, that connects me to the earth, and I'm sure that has some effect on my cold symptoms. In fact, I know it does because I've experienced it yesterday. I soaked my feet in the sand while I was live streaming, and I came back to my room and felt much better. So, connection with the earth helps. Plus, I've been watching this movie called Avatar. Not the cartoon, but the actual movie with the blue people. And Reg says, "Okay, kid." He thinks he's a Hindu guy because he's from India. He's gonna insult me by calling me a kid. That's funny. That's funny, Junior. There's no point of talking, almost no one's watching, so I'd say that. Over 2,000 people watch my live streams when I go live, total. So you failed miserably. Hello, Brent. Hello. Do you love Ayurveda? Sure, what's there not to love? So I'm watching this fantastic movie called Avatar. I'm sure you've seen it. It's one of the biggest movies in the world. And it was the most expensive movie to make, and also grossed the most amount of money. Has your sickness gotten better? Yes, it has, thankfully. And yeah, that bullshit is, there's a lot of that in India. What are you talking about today? Well, we're about to find out. Hello. User says reading a book is way much better than opening an empty stream. Scotty says, we don't have Avatar in America. What? Of course you do. I'm from India, and you? I'm from Ukraine. Hello, my brother. Hello, fight scene. So Avatar is a movie, you sure have seen it. I'm sure you've seen it. It's the big blue people in Pandora, and I rewatched it after years of not watching it. It's such a fantastic movie, and written by spiritual people. It's a spiritual movie, and some people experienced Avatar depression coming out of that movie because Pandora is so amazing, and this connection with nature is so amazing, and then you have to go back to living on Earth. It's funny. Reg is spewing out his mental diarrhea. KD. Nice. Avatar: The Last Airbender is better. That's also a good TV show. But it's quite long, very long. And the animation is not so good. It's the story is good, and it could have been a lot better. Bro, do you like Hinduism? Sure I do. That's why I changed my name to Shiva Kailash Shambho. Because of the Hindu culture. Stracho says, hey, hello, how are you doing today? Hope you're doing good. And now all the haters are gonna have to go. Brent, okay, nice beach. I wish I could go there now and get away from the weather by me. Yeah. Well, depending on where you are, if you're in the northern United States and Canada and European countries, it's wintertime right now. But if you're close to the equator, then there's no winter time. There's only beach time. So right now is the beach time for me. Every day is the beach time. And why did I get sick? Because I ate too much food. And one day I felt I ate enough food, and then it came evening time, and I thought to myself, I still want to feel the taste and pleasure of eating food. But I know my body's not hungry. But heck it, whatever. I'm just going to order some food. And ordered some sandwiches, and I ate them. And the next day I suffered the consequences. So sneezing and coughing, where does all that substance come from? It comes from food. It comes from too much food. Have you ever yanja? Don't know what that is. Have you ever performed yagnaya? Don't know what that is. Don't beat yourself up for eating food. Yeah, that's a good idea. That's a good thing to say and do. Correct. So we're here exploring the Hindu culture. We're here talking to you about Hinduism. Hinduism is a culture that impacted my life the most. And a lot of the people here on the live stream are Hindu. They're both Hindu in terms of they're born in Hindustan or Hindu land, and they're Hindu by choice. So I wasn't born in India, but that culture is very rich for human well-being. The Buddha came from Hindustan. Shiva, of course, is the source of Hindu culture. And lots of great beings existed there and still do exist there, like Sadhguru. Do you like chocolate cake or ice cream more? I would say chocolate cake if it's vegan, because I don't eat ice cream since it has cow excretions. I don't choose to abuse animals. Buddha is Nepali. Well, back in the day, it wasn't Nepal or anything. It was just the Indian subcontinent. So Nepal is just a little sliver of its own country. I don't even know how they came to be their own country. That's weird, but... And also Bangladesh and Pakistan. Hindustan, Pakistan, Afghanistan. Yagya is practice in which we offer something in fire. Yes, I have certainly practiced that. I have a little fire in my room every day. A little oil lamp burning. So it offers me a lot, more than I offer it. Eric says, what if you milked the cow yourself and did it gently? Then fine. No ethical issues with that, except the biological issues of you eating a milk that is raised, that's from a bovine animal. That's not your species. So milk is for babies. Milk is for babies. I don't know why you're eating it. Breast milk in humans is for babies. Would you go and drink breast milk from a woman? Maybe you would, for some weird reasons, but whatever. So I'm talking about the ethical side of things. And milk is a negative chronic food, especially when it comes from cows. Nothing is laughing. Since Sadhguru is your teacher, how do you think of Dalai Lama? Dalai Lama has a video of him online asking a young boy to lick his tongue and to kiss his tongue. Look it up. So after that video, whatever the Dalai Lama is saying, I don't pay attention to that. Do you eat meat? Absolutely not. That is the thing that I will not eat for the rest of my life, because I don't want to contribute to suffering of animals and to animal abuse. I don't want to be an animal abuser. I don't want to be an animal abuser. See? Unlike you. Why are you ignoring? Ignoring what, dingus? I'm sorry, Dingleburgers. Dingleburger. You haven't even wrote me a message yet. I heard that was a talent going to eat my shorts. Yeah, maybe. Imagine what he does off camera. Correct. Do you think maybe the Jolly Lama was on the CIA payroll as well? That's a fact. I don't know. You can't trust anybody that has any connections to the CIA. Do you think maybe How are you today? Today, Quantum Bird, I'm feeling pretty good. Much better than yesterday. Drink milk is not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing. It's a bad thing morally, ethically, because the animals get abused, and you pay for their abuse. So shame on you. You're a bad person. Who killed Adrian? Says, you have a very mystical voice, man, like a wise wizard. Thank you. My practice of wizardry and spirituality has made my voice chords into such a tone. So that's good. And I hope my voice can make you more mystical and spiritual as well. Thank you. Thank you. Right in return. So Eric says, how did I meet Dr. Rob? If you don't know who Dr. Rob is, he's a crazy character that was a Buddhist monk for 7 years that I do live streams with. He paints his face and acts crazy and is spiritual. How did I meet him? He met me. He found me on my YouTube videos and responded to me, sent me a message on Discord. We did some Discord calls. Then many years later, he met me in Bali, and then we hit it off. So I'm here. I can live stream for 100 minutes total. So we have 89 minutes left. And then I will have to end the live stream. So ask your questions while you can. State your intentions, state your statements. I'll read them out loud. You know Jesus? I don't know him personally, but I know his stories. Dingleburger, what's your opinion on everyone calling you out on your extreme graphic and sexual comments in regards to young women and virgins? I notice everyone is distancing themselves from you. Wow, what a fantastic question. So first of all, there was nothing graphic about my opinions, but I talk to women and prefer them to be a virgin if they're going to date me. And nobody is distancing themselves. I'm actually gaining more in subscribers. So you failed. Hellbilly says, why can you only stay live for 100 minutes? Because my data has 5 gigabytes of data every day, and I'm outside. And once that is used up, which takes 100 minutes, then the live stream ends, and I have to go back and use Wi-Fi. Deliberation says he secretly abused children. That case never comes online. I have never abused children. I don't abuse children. I don't abuse women. I don't abuse men. And I don't abuse animals either, unlike you. So you should be put in jail for being an animal abuser. You have animals on your dinner plate, right? Exactly. You should be put in jail. We can throw you in jail. Animal abuser. Grub says, good evening, brother. Good evening, Grub. How are you doing today? Good to see you here again, as always. Who Killed Adrian says, why is Dr. Rob mean to you? He's mean to everybody, not just me. And that's his shtick. That's his personality. It's funny. And I don't think he takes it seriously. I am talking about Dalai Lama. Oh. Yeah. All right, my apologies, my bad. Yeah, be specific with your communication. That's a very valuable lesson. We can't understand what you mean, so you have to be precise. We can't read your mind. Hello, Justice for Animals here. Shout out to you, Justice for Animals. Yes, Justice for Animals. So everybody that's abused animals, including putting them on your dinner plates and eating their dead bodies, should suffer the consequences, legal and moral and karmic and spiritual. No animal abusers allowed. Correct. No animal abusers allowed in this live stream. If you eat animals, stop eating animals, and then you can continue watching. I love my new cat. Yuri's laughing. You're gone. You're gone out the window. I don't know what the hell's wrong with you. You're gone. Out of my subscriber fan base, out the window. Well, I don't know why you got a cat in the first place. Come on, buddy. Get it together. Get your life in order. Seaboy says, cats eat pigs and chickens and cows. At least we feed them. So what kind of food are you going to be giving them, Yuri? Tell me that. Tell me that, and then I'll let you continue spiritually being on my live stream. Seaboy says that Dr. Rob can't be put off by putting he has a heart of gold. That's true. He has a heart of gold. Hillbilly says, I eat steak, bacon, and eggs. What is steak and what is bacon? Oh, you mean pigs and cows and chicken menstrual cycles. You're a real wise one, Hillbilly. You definitely have your third eye open. Come on, buddy, get it together. Open your eyes. Are you in Bali now? Stop abusing animals. I'm in Vietnam. Dingleburgers. I may have a girl for you. How do I get a hold of you? She's interested in talking with you and going on a date. Discord. Send her over to me on Discord. And I hope she's an adult. Justice for animals. If she's... Yeah. I don't allow children on my Discord. Like and subscribe to Shiva if you care about animals. That's true, correct. If you care about animals and animal well-being and not suffering animals, subscribe. She's a Persian cat, man. I can't stop laughing. She'll eat fish. Okay, fantastic. If she eats fish, take her over here to the ocean. Let's see how many fish she can catch. That's wonderful. Oh wait, you're actually gonna buy fish from some guy that abuses fish on a global scale, and then you're gonna feed fish to her, right? Is that what you're gonna do? Eh? Better she goes out and hunts and earns her own meals than you killing animals and feeding dead animals to her. Like, what the hell? That's not the food cycle. That's the pain cycle that human beings have created. Here's a statistic that'll get you your mind crazy and wild. Imagine all of the world's animals and human beings, every single being. How many do you think are wild and in nature and just doing their own thing? How many percent-wise? 4% are just tigers, fish, birds, elephants, everything else. The rest of the animals are pigs, chickens, cows, the animals that we've domesticated, and human beings. That's by weight, okay? By weight. So the overall majority is just pain and suffering and the cycle of torture and pain that human beings inflict onto animals and to others. So shame on you, shame on you. Get your confused beliefs out of the way. It's not the cycle of nature. It's a cycle of pain and torture that you are responsible for. Shame on you. It doesn't matter. Who cares about your Persian cat, bro? Just go get a Persian woman instead. It's way better. Trust me, okay? Justice for Animals says, leave the fish alone. Stop stealing marine life and sea birds. Only food source away. Yeah, correct. She's 24 and blonde. Okay, send her my way. Dingleburgers. That's fantastic. How do we complete protein intake if we didn't drink milk or eat milk? I do it somehow. It's a miracle, guys. It's a miracle. Fruits, vegetables, nuts, seeds, grains, legumes. Go eat it. Why is forcing a cat to fend for itself better than feeding them? What? Forcing a cat? A cat naturally does that. What do you mean forcing a cat? Hello? Tigers do that. Lions do that. That's nature, right? Why the hell are you forcing a cat to be inside of your home? That's my question. Come on, cat. Get inside my house. Weird, weird. Guess what? From the last maybe 50 generations, non-veg has never entered our house. Even I didn't have... Wow. But now you started the painful cycle of buying fish for some weird reason because you want to feed a cat. That's crazy, bro. Come on. That's crazy. Shiva's a man of culture. That's true. Seaboy, Dingleburger sent her my way. Seaboy, get out of here. Get out of my live stream right now. Quickly, you're banned. You're shadow banned. You're spiritually banned. No question, no way about, no way around it. Justice for Animals says, Dinkle, you sound like a pimp right now. Yeah, no pimps allowed here. Okay, man, what should I do with the cat now? Give her back. Leave the karma alone. Don't cause any more karma. Just take her back wherever she came from and hope that they get some sense. And stop reproducing cats. Hello? Stop reproducing dogs either. It's crazy. Quantum birds? No way. She has to be a virgin. Words is bond. I joke, yeah. Yuri's laughing. I bought for 300. Oh my god. Yuri, what the hell? You could have sent me that 300 USD and I could have given you a spiritual lesson worth more than 3 lifetimes of that cat. Come on, Yuri. You owe me a donation now. At least $1. Send it to me on Super Chat. What about a stray cat for my mango fund? What about a stray cat? I mean, I don't know a good explanation for that. All I'm saying, my only concern is, why should we kill other animals to feed cats? Like, go cat, go catch some mice. Go catch some birds if you can. Go hunt. Oh, I'm gonna go slaughter this intelligent cow for you so you can eat it. That's crazy. I humbly repent. Okay, Seaboy. Respect. You're allowed to stay here now. Justice for animals. Sometimes cats choose to live with us, but to keep them trapped against their will, it's not okay. Indoor cats is unnatural. Disconnecting animals from nature is not okay. Correct. That's true. Yuri's laughing. Yeah, man, that's a blonde Persian cat. I have a joke question. Send it over. How can I donate 1,000 USD? I'm spiritually unstable and you inspire me. ShivaKailash.com/donate. ShivaKailash.com/donate. It's on my profile. And I'll help you out with that money. Jesus Christ will teach you the way of peace. That's true. Jesus Christ is a peaceful being. And we all should pay attention and listen to him. All the wise words from Jesus. I love Jesus. Jesus. Is Christians a bodhisattva? I think you're asking if Jesus is a bodhisattva. Then the answer is I don't know. But it's possible. It's possible. If I donate, what will you do? I'll talk to you on camera. See, I can't help but to reciprocate. That's not in my nature. So if somebody reciprocates or sends me a massive amounts of money, I will energetically support you in many ways that you can't imagine. Lots of obstacles are going to get diluted, destroyed, and I'll help you out energetically. But I can't just do that for everybody because I don't have enough life material to support that either. So whatever is needed, I'll do to you. And I do that to anybody that donates. Liberty, but I don't think you'll do that. Dingle Burgers. You remind me of a young Lonnie Frisbee. I don't know who that is. Donate me 1K. I'll get 3 more cats. This guy. Don't donate to him a single dollar. See? Any donations that come to me, I don't use in unethical and immoral ways. Okay, Dingle Burgers. I'll be waiting for that donation. I'll see it pop up on my notifications. And if you do it on this live stream, massive changes are coming your way. And massive respect to you. Look up Lonnie Frisbee right now. Picture of my cat because I'm live streaming, so I can't do that. Okay. I'm looking up the link right now. Nice. Do it. It's on my YouTube description and profile and everywhere else. ShivaKailash.com/donate. Namaste, Aryan. Hello, how are you? We're here talking about spirituality. Dingleberger says, I want my life to be better. Your life will be better. I promise you. I guarantee you. I swear to you on my life. I'm owning a pet. Is owning a pet immortal or just feeding them meat? I don't know what that means. Yeah, you're just feeding them meat, yeah. Yuri's laughing. Whoever's watching, you are all at the right place. That is correct. 1,000 USD here, 90,000 rupees in India. That's true. That's correct. So if you send me that money, that will go towards me flying to India, paying my flight ticket, going to the Isha Yoga Center, booking a program there, and staying there for some time. And for the next 2 months or 3 months, that'll feed my lifestyle. And in exchange, I'll donate to you. I'll massively help you. I'll help you as best as I can, and I will do that, guaranteed. I'm always correct, man. Maybe. Oscar Smith says, I'm 20 years old, Isha meditator, and live at home with my parents and don't know how to get out. Sometimes you don't need to get out. Just appreciate the fact that you're there and listen. Sit down in your bed, close your eyes, or keep your eyes open and just listen. What is appropriate? What is available to you? And right now, maybe you just need to stay home. Come to Delhi. Maybe I will. Dingleberger says, I only have 400 in my account, but I will take from my overdraft and send it to you. I don't mind to get into debt. It will be a lesson of patience and discipline for me in my spiritual journey. Well, that's your choice. But Yeah, you send it me first, and then we'll talk about it. Bro, you will be rich here. Yeah, in India, that is a lot of money. So I want to earn my money. I want to earn my lifestyle, and livelihood, pay for my food, pay for my shelter. I want to earn it properly, safely, succinctly, and providing value here as much as I can for free on live streams, as well as creating some paid services. Like today is my uh, Sadhguru class. You're welcome to join on Discord. I'm willing to give you my soul, my blood. Dingle burgers, I don't believe you now. I don't believe any money's coming. You're just fooling me. That's not a good thing to do, my friend. Do you like Maroon 5? Yeah, that's a good thing. Dingle Burger says, my everything, you are my messiah. All right, Dingle Burgers, you lost me. Yeah. Beautiful nature, beautiful life, beautiful water, beautiful sand, beautiful mountain, beautiful clouds, beautiful sky. I was thinking about climbing these mountains, and it's just not needed. It's going to waste a lot of calories, a lot of energy, a lot of food, a lot of money, and that's not sensible. But what I will do is climb the Valangri mountain. Uh, so that is something that you have to look forward to. It's a spiritual place. Mr. Singh says in India, Babas are most rich, around millionaire here. Wow. Playboy says, any deep thoughts you've had lately? Yes, I'll share them with you in a second. Dingle Burgers, why have you failed me? I'm sending those funds. Send it to me first, Dingle Burgers. I'll get a notification. Yuri's laughing. No, they aren't dumbasses. Yeah. Dingle Burgers, I was typing the credit card number in. Grub says, your blessing at the beach. Dingle Burger. Okay, Dingle Burger, you've lost me, my friend. What thoughts, what deep thoughts have I had? That everything is connected. Everything is one thing. Everything is one energy. Even though I'm a human being here, and you're a human being there, and matter is everywhere around you, it's still one thing. And some insights came to me when I'm watching the Avatar movie that the planet Earth, Mother Earth, is a being. Like the Avatar movie, they call the planet or the nature some motherly figure. Same thing with the Earth. The Earth is also a being, and she's a cosmic being, you could say, or a different type of being than you and I. But she's also a karmic being. She's impermanent. She governs the planet. She governs life. That's pretty cool. Oscar Smith says, I want to earn my own money, but seems there is no way that seems appropriate for me after spiritual life. Yeah, me too. I don't know how to earn money with spirituality. It's not even an appropriate thing to do to spirituality. So that's why I allow donations. Anybody that wants to donate for the things that I've learned and from the value that I offer, they can, but they don't have to. Great work, and now make me a mod. Well, Yuri, you haven't earned those privileges. You're out there abusing animals. It's crazy. Gajendra Singh says, do you believe Adam and Eve are first person to be born? No, absolutely not. The Grub says, how is there one thing in a dualistic world? Well, it's like this ocean. Is this ocean a dualistic ocean? No, it's just water. Molecules of water all in contact with each other. Same thing with all the energy in the universe. First man, Manu. World is not dualistic. You're a very patient man. Thank you very much. Playboy Adrian. Another valuable insight that I've had, something that is a lesson. I guess these live streams from now on, if you're watching this, I'm going to be doing live streams every day, will be things that I've learned, things that have insights on, and I'll share them with you. So what's an insight that I've had here? Is that I can't react to things that are pleasurable and good. For example, this guy was here trying to give me a donation, I was excited. I'm like salivating. Why? Because I love money. Everybody likes money. Money is valuable and useful. It pays for my food and shelter. But I need to be detached. I want to be detached. There's nothing for me to get. What is money going to do for me ultimately? My financial needs will be taken care of because I'm alive and I'm happy and I'm healthy. That's never going to go away. But greed, it's greed. So, this salivating mindset, it has to go. Similarly with unpleasant situations, same thing. Some unpleasant thing happens, big deal. I don't need to react to it with making myself angry or hating it. It's both the same thing. Pleasure and pain is ideal, basically the same thing. Good and bad, in quotes, same thing. I can't rely on that for my own happiness. And what can I rely on my own happiness? My own biology, my own chemistry, my own sense of being alive, and what's happening inside of my mind. That I can guaranteed, for sure, rely on. Yeah, he's a troll. Yeah, that's. I banned him for 10 minutes. We'll see if he changes his mind. No trolls allowed here. I want ethical people and I want sensible people, sane people. Another valuable lesson I've learned, another insight that I've had, is that the body is a chemistry soup, chemistry basin, and happiness comes from the pineal gland, largely. So as the energy from the base of my spine goes up, this point in the middle of the ear, this is where the pineal gland kind of resides, but actually the energy leaves here from right between the eyebrows. These 2 points are very important. So this point between the eyebrows is something that I'm releasing energy with and emotions out of, and things are changing and things are getting better. So yeah, I'm making myself happier just out of my own will and desire and out of my own effort. So nobody needs to donate to me $1,000 for me to be happy. That'll just give me like a stimulation, a chemistry boost. Sure I'll be happy as a result of that for sure. But I can't rely on that. So happiness comes from inside. And even if nobody donates, so I can still be happy. Why shouldn't I be happy without external things? You know, why why does external things need to happen for me to be happy? What the hell is that? Why do I need to wait for somebody to do something or say something or for me to accomplish some dream for me to be happy? I'm watching this YouTube video of some woman, the first woman to cross the channel of English Channel or some big distance in the ocean. And you see her face when she crossed, she's like elated. I'm so happy. And I realized she's doing that to herself. She didn't have to cross that channel. Even if she failed, what's stopping her from for creating that kind of response inside of her mind? For making herself happy? What the hell? Why are we waiting for external things to make ourselves happy? Let alone happy. This word happy is not the right word in the English language. You're not going to understand it. But just content and just peaceful. Just kind of stable. Yeah, I'm chill. Oh, I lost something, it's not good, but hey, whatever. It doesn't take away from my peace and happiness. Some amazing thing happened. Oh, I like it. It improves my life. It makes my life conditions much more comfortable. But I'm not going to be some elated guy. Oh my God, oh my God. It's just what's happening. So we don't need to rely on external things to make ourselves happy. You just be chill. Muno says 2 different themes. Yep. Let's see. What do you think about the law of attraction? I think it works. Oscar Smith says, I was also thinking I'm not successful in social sense, but in any situation, I'm actually still peaceful and blissful. I may still be wanting more or to go somewhere else, but I'm still peaceful. Yeah, exactly. So I don't want to use the term peaceful because has all sorts of meanings, but the word contentment is a good word for this. You just content. It's okay. You're content. I lose something. Ah, shit, I lost it. But no big deal, okay? I didn't lose anything from inside of me. It's just some external things that lost. Big deal, all right? It's not good. You should still keep your possessions safe, but it shouldn't make you depressed. It shouldn't make you anxious. You yourself make yourself anxious as a result of that. Similarly, with happy things come. Your contentment and your balance in your mind shouldn't be shaken. So you're content no matter what. Good things happen, yay. Bad things happen, ah. But in a larger sense, you're still content. Everything is just still the same. So external things and external environment has nothing to do with my happiness. It's fine. I like the external world. I like being on the beach. It helps. But happiness comes from just maintaining this body and mind in the right, suitable way. That's where happiness comes from. That's where real contentment comes from, not anything else. Yuri's laughing says, I remember you live in Bali and you could suggest some business or maybe around 300K, 400K investment, which can give me the highest per month income and suggest to me how per month. I don't know, buddy. You have to contact those guys. Reese and Leo and such. Is Adi still staying inside? Yes, he is. I hope he gets out. Yuri's laughing says, I would appreciate if you would tell me about a business and tell me specific per month net income. Yeah, I mean, I would appreciate you telling me that too because, I don't know. Bali with a Ukrainian woman is heaven. Yeah, you go to Bali. There is some Ukrainian woman there. Lots of kittens. Yuri, you're out of control, man. You're out of control. R3VI says, off topic, I'm new here. Hi, I just wanted to say I don't know if you have, if you would do this, but you should braid your lovely hair. I think it would really suit you. Just give you a friendly compliment. Thank you very much. I appreciate you being here. And good to see new people here, new faces here. I was thinking about this today very heavily and also yesterday and the past few days that I'm thinking of braiding my hair and having dreadlocks. Very thin dreadlocks, and I want to experiment with dreadlocks. It's the natural thing to do with my long hair. So naturally my hair braids and dreadlocks itself. And I have to undreadlock it by combing it out. But we'll see how the nature flows and the nature progresses. If Shiva wants me to do that, I'll go to a place and do that. So right now, it's not sensible for me to go and do that consciously. I don't need to do that. But maybe I do. I don't know. Or maybe I will. I don't know. But that's certainly where the energy is progressing. I'm going to get dreadlocks soon. Shiva needs dreadlocks. Yep. You read Gita? Nope. Oscar says you would look like Post Malone. Yeah, so my only concern is with white people having dreadlocks, people are going to condemn you and say that you are culturally appropriating and you're going to be looked a certain way. And I don't want to be walking around in public looking like a freak. People looking at me with a dreadlock hair and saying that I'm dirty. But that's the perception that I have when I see people with dreadlocks as dirty. Oh my God, it's dirty. How the hell do you wash those things? It's clumped up hair. It just feels not safe and not sanitary. So that's why I want to get very thin dreadlocks. It seems to be the most appealing to me. But yeah, I don't know. So we've been live streaming for almost 40 minutes. We have 60 minutes left. We have 1 hour left. Let me know your questions. We're going to still explore deep spiritual things. I'm going to delve into my perception and see what I can share with you and see what what wisdom I can impart to you and what perception I can share with you. Because ultimately, my friends, this live stream is for you to get better, for you to get some clarity in your life, for you to dissolve the boundaries that you have inside of your mind and yourself, for you to dissolve the obstacles in your path, and for you to live a happy and healthy life. And a happy and healthy life doesn't come from having $1 billion and having all these conveniences. Conveniences make your life easier, but it doesn't give you happiness. How do we know that? We look at some of the billionaires and multimillionaires and we see that they're not happy. So if money made everyone happy, that would be the thing to go. But some people get happy with money, some people don't happy with money, some people would ruin their lives and end their lives with money. So money is not the thing that makes you happy. Money gives you conveniences. Money gives you opportunities. Money gives you opportunities of health and education and sanitary conditions, but that doesn't lead to happiness. What leads to happiness is your own inner chemistry, your own handling of your brain and mind and body. So that's where real happiness comes from. That's where contentment comes from. And we need to practice that daily. We need to recharge ourselves. We need to distance ourselves from the external world and pay attention to the inside. Because when you meddle with the inside of your mind and your matter and your brain, that's when that's when you can manipulate yourself. And that's when you can change your mind to make yourself more happy, more blissful, more content. And ultimately, that's what we all want. R3 says, yay. Yeah, no, Vikings did it to stop the people. The people said, no, Vikings did it to stop the people say that. Yeah, Vikings had dreadlocks, that's true. Or Vikings braided their hair. Maybe I'll braid my hair like a girl. And that's something that I'm going to experiment with. So you're going to see that. Bulky Mania says, I wish I could speak that fluently. I stutter a lot. Well, spirituality is the way to go. If you have any mental conditions or if you have any speech impediments, then the best thing to do is for you to calm your mind. How do you calm your mind? You sit in your room with your eyes closed on your bed in a comfortable position and you relax and you do nothing, nothing at all. You don't think, you don't pay attention to your thoughts, you just be aware. You just feel your body, you just feel your awareness and be aware. And then naturally, these psychosomatic illnesses can get untangled because stuttering is a psychosomatic thing. It's not a biological thing. Your mind is maybe too fast and you're stumbling over your words. I know that from experience. Or something has happened to you in your past that traumatized you. That's also something that happens. So, stuttering is not needed. Make sure to hydrate. Yes. Hello, Bald Nightmare. Nice to see you. Bald Nightmare. Nightmares are not good. So, which leads me to the next topic, which is sleep. I sleep very well, and I'm glad to report that today I didn't have any dreams, which is a good news. So, I slept peacefully. I slept, my mind just turned off, and I was unconscious, and my body rested, and I slept very, very happily. And why is it a good thing not to have dreams? Because dreams is a mental disturbance of the mind. That's what the dreams are. So, you don't want to dream. Dreams are disturbing your sleep. And dreams are they are your daily desires not being met, but they're being fulfilled in your dreams. See, in your dreams, you have these fears that play out, and worries and desires, and all these things happen because you have desires in your day to day life that you have so many conflicts with, and then your mind can relax, and your dreams and your desires play out in your mind. So it's a kind of mental, your mind is active, your mind is racing, and your mind is getting exhausted when you dream. So better for you to not have any dreams. Я тютя Україні, я I don't know how to read Ukrainian, I forgot. I'll have to have some practice for me to get back into it. Just live, y'all. There's a wise man, just live. That's true. If only, yeah, and it is that simple. But one has to have the right view on how to live because people are suffering here. So saying just live, we're all living. What are we doing that's not living? Of course we're living. So if you have the causes and conditions for a peaceful life and you're living peacefully and in harmony with nature and life, and you say to somebody just live, fantastic. But we need the tools, we need the techniques, we need the technology. Tell us more. How do we just live? I'm just living and my mind is causing me all sorts of suffering. It doesn't help. So there needs to be some medicine to relieve the mind's pain and suffering. That's what I'm here teaching you. Robbie says, I never understand the whole Viking thing until read The Ice Wallow Come by William Blake. Nice. Neo says, how to avoid dreaming, any tips? A large thing has to do with the food that you eat, how you prepare for your sleep, but I think overall is how much you meditate. And the more meditation you do, the less you dream. Yes, I'm just lucky. Yes. There's no such thing as luck. It's only causes and conditions. You have good causes that you've set in motion, and that leads to positive outcomes. R3V says, what if it's not desires, but your subconscious itself healing? Is that okay? Yes, there's many types of dreams. The majority of dreams are just unfulfilled desires playing out in your mind. But sometimes it is you foreseeing the future or you coming in contact with energy that you could see. Things are going to come into the future and you can see that way. Sometimes it's your mind healing. Sometimes it's people communicating with you. Sometimes it's extraterrestrial beings or spirits talking to you and psychic foresight. So many things. But that's rare. Most of the time it's just your subconscious mind dealing with itself. I've had dreams where I feel disappointed after waking up. That's funny. So again, external causes shouldn't have anything to do with how you feel. So dreams is an external cause. And it gives you a certain chemistry in your brain, but you don't have to take that. You can control your mind, you can control your body, and don't feel sad. Just uplift yourself. No need for you to be sad. My friend, it takes me around 15 Canadian dollars to feed myself a day in Vietnam. That's 10 American dollars. So if you wish to donate and support me and support my channel and contribute to the spiritual live stream, then you can do so by sending a super chat. I would be highly appreciated. Let's read some of the previous comments. Brother, do you practice Hinduism? Yes, I do practice Hinduism. That is what my life is all about. English is boring language. English is one of the worst languages. It's a good language for material aspects, but to touch the spiritual dimensions and the accent itself is just so it's so physical. So there are other languages that are more refined, more subtle, and for sure your language has a lot to do with your spiritual capabilities and spiritual. Yeah, so when I speak Ukrainian, I can speak Ukrainian right now. It's a totally different experience. It's a totally different feeling. So I'll speak Ukrainian in a moment. Trevion says, I agree. He agrees with me. Amanda, good to see you here. Trevion, I haven't seen you here. So I guess you're new here. Amanda says, I literally woke up feeling frustrated. Someone told me yesterday that I needed to start living. Oh, yeah. Why do we wake up feeling frustrated? Why do we sometimes wake up and just feeling bad? If it's happening more than once every couple of months or even a couple of years, that's a bad thing to do. I don't wake up feeling bad, okay? There have been a few times in the year, in the last couple of years, that I woke up and I just felt bad, like, holy shit, what the hell happened to me? I just got hit by a truck. And that's because you're cultivating energy in your sleep. You're incubating energy. I don't do that. So I take steps to prevent myself from acquiring any negative energy in my sleep. And that's a very important thing to do. And it's very easy. What is something you can do? Well, you can light an oil lamp somewhere in your bedroom and sleep with an oil lamp. That's fantastic. That'll just burn away negative energy while you sleep. That's a good thing to do spiritually. I take a shower when I sleep. Before I sleep, I mean. And shower just cleanses the day off, cleanses all the energy off, and my sleep becomes way more peaceful. And the last thing that I do is I don't eat at least 3 or 4 hours before I sleep. So when you have a full stomach, you're bound to have some serious dreams. That's just how it works. The more food you have in your stomach, you're gonna have some crazy dreams. Don't have any food in your stomach, and you're gonna sleep peacefully. Quanda Glide says, you're blending in with the sand. That's good, yeah. That's why I wore this t-shirt today. I had an intuition. Seaboy says, is Hinduism the true Aryan religion? I don't really know what the true religion is, but it certainly has a lot of tips and techniques for human well-being. R3 says, what about Spanish? Spanish is a very active language. Activity. Just going out and doing stuff and dancing and running. So it's a good language for activity. It stimulates the solar plexus. A language like French is a very luxurious language. It's a language of refined art. I'm sure if I wanted to be an artist and a painter and enjoy the finer things of life, I'd go speak French. Bonjour, comment ça va? Ça va bien, merci. Je m'appelle Shiva. Have you done Shivanga sadhana? No, I haven't. Is there part of the... Yeah, I hope to do that in the Isha Yoga Center one day. Hindu should be international language. Hindi. Well, maybe not Hindi, but Sanskrit maybe. And there we definitely should have an international language. I mean, English is a kind of an international language. So I guess I'll speak some Ukrainian now, and you just feel the vibes. Привіт! Я сьогодні є тут на пляжі, я сиджу і говорю з тобою. І що ще я роблю? Зараз я буду їсти. Після цього, що я це зроблю, я піду їсти. Я дуже добре буду їсти, я дуже люблю їсти, дуже гарно їду. І це все, і потім я піду спати. So that's the English language. It's a very gentle language. It's like a mother hugging her child. That's a very, very beautiful language. It's maybe the most beautiful language in the world. And I hope that the Ukrainian army wins and conquers Russia, and the Ukrainian culture stays strong. Chronically Stupid says, what's the difference between Hindu and Buddhism? Well, there really isn't any difference because the Buddha was born in Hindustan, and the Buddha taught in the Hindustan place, and he is a part of Hinduism. So he's a fantastic being, and yeah, taught a lot of beings. I'm definitely going to have a red nose after this. So I think it's time for me to move. Oh my God, you got full. Let's go, you got me. Join Ukrainian army. Yep. Support the Ukrainian army just with your volition and intention alone. Let them fight off evil and fight off the invaders. There's a lot of Russian people here. Huge amounts. And I wish them well. What else? What else is there to do? Oscar Smith says, Sadhguru said in a video somewhere, I think, that everyone should speak at least 5 languages ideally. Wow, that is interesting. I would love to see that video. And I wouldn't put it past that. I speak Russian as well. So я говорю по-украински, и я понимаю русский тоже хорошо. Отлично. Anyways, if a Russian person comes to speak with me, I can understand them and I can speak to them, but not so well. Do you want to become a monk? No, I don't. I'm living in the lifestyle of a renunciant in large ways. Because language is one of the most important parts of developing intelligence. That is sensible, yes. I agree with that. So I want to learn Spanish, and I want to learn other languages. Can you write my name in the sand? All right, but you won't see it. I just wrote it. Send me a super chat. Chronically Stupid says, what country were you born in? And did that influence your beliefs? Yes, I was born in Ukraine. And did that influence my beliefs? Certainly. But, I mean, what's so special about beliefs? Nothing special about beliefs. The English language, it influences your mind, as well as the Ukrainian language, it influences your mind. So, if you speak Ukrainian, I'll definitely feel different, and I'll behave differently, and I'll think different thoughts, because it's a totally different language. Similarly with English. English is just for material aspects. But I'm glad I speak English. I'm glad at least we're all speaking one language. You all can understand me. Everyone speaks similar language. R3 says, oh, what about sign language and Braille? What do you think about that? I don't know much about that. Eric says, Jesus loves you. Jesus loves you too. Хоро при українську я хочу ви приймете українській мові. Yeah, something like that. You have good English. Thank you. I appreciate that. Shiva loves you. That's what I'm going to say in return. Kudos. Well done. Shiva loves you, yes. Shiva does love you. It's a fossil. Oscar Smith says, he deleted the message. Is Christian converting us? Yeah, they are. Christians have a tendency of doing that. Because they want to save everybody. For some reason. But you notice that the Buddhists don't do that. Hindus don't do that. It's only the insecure religions do that. Hey, come here. Do you know that Jesus? What would you do if someone posture comes to believe in the Bible? Wouldn't do anything. Yeah. Yeah. Shiva, yeah. Yeah. It's good. So I need at least 10 American dollars to survive here in Asia. To pay for food at least. So if you want to give me that and benefit from generosity and feed me for a day, send me a super chat. $10. The water sounds so nice. I'm surprised you can hear that because I have voice isolation on. But I guess it's still coming across. That's good. Have you seen the film 7 Years in Tibet with Brad Pitt? No, I'm sure it'll make me sad. Tibet is now conquered by China. It's a whole thing there. It's just Chinese people are the Chinese government, the communist government is God bless them. Okay, I hope lots of wisdom comes their way. Come to India, we will feed you free. Thank you very much. I will go to the Isha Yoga Center. I hope. I want to make a reservation of being there. Yoga Yoga Yogeshwaraya Bhuta Bhuta Bhuteshwaraya Kala Kala Kaleshwaraya Shiva Shiva Sarveshwaraya Shambho Shambho Mahadevaya Yoga Yoga Yogeshwaraya. Here's a mantra for lots of good things. Bhuta Bhuta Bhuteshwaraya Kala Kala Kaleshwaraya Shiva Shiva Sarveshwaraya Shambho Shambho Mahadevaya. May you all be blessed. Yoga Yoga Yogeshwaraya Bhuta Bhuta Bhuteshwaraya Kala Kala Kaleshwaraya Shiva Shiva Sarveshwaraya Shambho Shambho Mahadevaya Shambho. Shambho is one of the most powerful sounds or words in the English language and any language. Shambho, my friends, introduce this into your daily lives. I promise you, I guarantee you, it'll work wonderfully for you. Shelly Be Free says, good afternoon. Shiva, nice seeing you at the beach. I usually meditate afterward. Good to see you here, Shelly. And we should all meditate after work, before work, all day long. And I guess, yeah, I want to make my life a meditation. I don't want to sit in one space and meditate. I want to live, but always paying attention to the inside, to the reality within. And so I'm chanting mantras here. Shambho. Experiment with this. Don't believe me. Don't take anything I say. But, you know, if a man comes to you and you're thirsty and says, hey, drink this, it's water, and you say, what the hell is water? Just trust me, just drink it. It'll quench your thirst. I don't believe you. You're a fool. You take it, you drink it, and experiment. If it's bad, if water is bad, then you'll puke it out and never take water again. But chances are good that if you're thirsty and you drink water, oh my God, you're going to be like, oh my God, this is so good. Just like this, the same way. This word or this sound is not a word. This sound is Shambho, which is my last name here on my YouTube profile, is a sound that if you incorporate, that if you experiment with, and say it with your body with involvement, Shambho, will have wonderful effects here and now, right now, to your body. See how it feels. And just saying it into your life, Shambho, very wonderful things are going to come to you. So that's a gift from me to you. Shambho. Is evil a thing or is it perspective? Chronically Stupid asks. Evil is not a thing because, okay, yes, evil is a thing, but it's extremely rare. There have been evil beings in the world, truly evil beings. What is one truly evil being? Not Hitler. I'm sure you're thinking that. Hitler was just extremely confused, but he had the right intentions, but did a lot of stupid things, very bad things. Caused wars, caused death and famine. Idiot. One of the most evil beings in the whole history, modern history, is Genghis Khan. Because that man actually actively wanted to go down, consciously, and wanting more and more and more. More pain, more suffering, more death, more destruction. That being truly had evil intentions. Stalin, not evil, just confused, extreme ignorance. So it's very rare to be evil. The majority of people are just extremely confused. And I guess you can say Genghis Khan is extremely confused, but we can categorically classify him as evil. And similarly with the prison system and people that are incarcerated, most people are not evil. They're just stupid and confused, and their mind is in shambles, and they do crimes, horrific crimes, but they're not evil. Some people are evil. Some people are actively wanting to go deeper and deeper and deeper into pain and misery. Then we can say that's evil. But the majority of beings don't want pain and suffering. They want peace and happiness, but they just have stupid things in their minds. They think that causing pain and misery to others is going to lead to their benefit. That's never going to happen. That's why you shouldn't pay for meat and eat meat and animals and dead animals and cause animals to be abused. And you shouldn't be an animal abuser, because how do you think you're going to benefit from eating animals that have been tortured and abused? And if you want peace for yourself, I want to be peaceful, so please go kill that animal and I want to eat its dead body, even though it suffered miserably and died. It's insane. It doesn't make logical sense. Don't do it. Just eat a vegan diet. Fruits, vegetables, nuts, seeds, grains, legumes. Like, hello. The planet Earth has thousands of varieties of plant foods. Eat it. It has everything. And the animals you eat plants by themselves. What do you think the cows eat? The pigs eat. The chickens eat. Well, chickens or whatever. The elephants eat. The zebras eat. They eat plants and they get big and strong. Tane says, he's looking at me. Tane, I recognize you. I've seen you here before, yesterday. Chronically Super says, the road to hell is paved with good intentions. That is correct. You missed Dr. Rob there. Yeah, I do. Oh, no. Humbled Life says, my cheating ex is evil. Just because a woman cheats on you doesn't mean she's evil. But maybe you'll interpret her as evil. Maybe she just wants to be happy. You're not fulfilling her sexually. Come on, buddy, get it together. Learn to sexually please a woman. Tane says, are you and Dr. Rob still friends? Yes, we are. We're going to do live streams maybe today or tomorrow. Chronically Stupid says, life feeds on life. Even the plants feed on the dead. Yes, but plants are not sentient. They're not conscious. They don't have a brain or pain receptors. They don't feel pain like we do. So it's not moral to cut a carrot. Or it's not immoral to cut a carrot, but it's immoral to cut a rabbit or a pig or a chicken or a cow. Like, come on, guys. Get it together, okay? Get it together. So go eat some plants, go eat some vegetables. Fruits, vegetables, nuts, seeds, grains, and legumes. Go eat these 6 varieties of foods in hundreds of thousands of varieties. You'll be very happy. And yeah, so I go to the grocery store and I take a carrot home and I slice the carrot in half. Oh my God, he's abusing the vegetable. Can you hear the vegetable screaming and crying? Then I do the same thing with a pig. I go buy a pig from a farmer, it's alive, and then I take a big knife and I cut it in half. Is there a difference? Huh? I can't hear you. Tell me out loud. Is there a difference? No, it's exactly the same thing. All right, buddy, you got to go back to kindergarten, grade school. How do we know plants or trees don't feel pain? Again, where is the brain and central nervous system responsible for feeling pain? Where is it? If you should show me that in a carrot, or in a fruit or in a mango, I'll stop eating mangoes. Oh God, mango. Can you also hear the pain and scream? Can you hear that? No, can't hear that. There's no screaming in pain. So cows scream in pain when they get killed for your bacon, and our pigs also. It's not good, not sensible. Chronically Stupid says, everything is made of the same carbon. My body, how can I assume, is less than aware than I am? Again, my friend, again. This is not aware. This is sand. I'm aware. I'm a conscious and human being. I have, if my brain gets removed from my body, then I won't be aware because that's the instrument for awareness and pain, also absorbing pain. Plants don't have that. That's why we eat plants. That's why the yogis and spiritual beings eat plants. They don't eat animals because they understand. They want to be happy. They don't want to cause pain and suffering to others. Don't eat animals. Don't abuse animals. Hello, animal abusers. Stop it. Don't be an animal abuser. Stop being an animal abuser. Stop being an animal abuser. Stop paying for animal abuse. Stop paying for animal abuse. Fruits, vegetables are living. They have electricity in them. Sure, they are living, but they're not sentient. They're not conscious. They don't have pain. So it's not unethical to cut them in half and to eat them. Hmm? They have life, sure. Their life becomes my life and it enhances life. When a pig has life, you kill it, life is gone. Then it's a dead corpse flesh. I eat the corpse, not only is that not life, my life has to consume that. My life has to be consumed to digest that life. So it's a less life. What the hell are you doing? Stop abusing animals. Stop abusing animals. I'm going to come after you and put you in jail. I'm going to call the police. Eating pork is disgusting. Not only pork, cows is disgusting. Yeah, it is. Pig is one of the most nastiest animals, and people eat it. People put it on their sandwiches, and then they think that they're gonna be smelling nice and they're gonna be beautifully looking. What the hell's wrong with you? You're abusing animals, and you're eating their dead body. What the hell's wrong with you? Stop abusing animals. Call the police. Hey, call the police on these guys. Call the police on them. Quick, call the police. I'm calling the police on you right now. You're abusing animals. Stop it. Get some help. Amanda says, how do we make sense of carnivorous animals? We don't make sense, okay? Let nature just do its own thing. Let the cows or let the lions sniff their own asses and kill their babies and kill animals. I don't have anything to do with that. That's in the wild. And you see the difference between me and a lion is that I have an upright spine. Look at this. Oh my God, I can move my spine. Oh my God, I have a central nervous system. I have a prefrontal cortex. I can think, I can reason, I can observe. I can have a sense of morality. I can do the wrong things and the right things. I can meditate. I can be consciously aware. I can transcend my own human nature. A cat can't do that. The only thing it can do is lick its own ass. So let the animals do its own thing. We're the most evolved thing. Don't compare me to the least evolved animals. Jay Kaizen, shout out to Jay Kaizen, one of my good friends I met in Bali, super famous TikToker. Where am I? I'm still waiting for that live stream, Jay. That live stream is coming. I'm evolving. I'm building my energy. We're gonna talk, maybe in a couple of months or years. And I'm in Da Nang, Vietnam. I'm in Vietnam, eating some sandwiches and enjoying my life, swimming in the ocean, enjoying the nature. Joshua says, now I wasn't saying that to say that we can eat them. I'm just saying electricity in the food is good for us. Yes, true. But a dead meat doesn't have any electricity. It's gone. It's just now a dead meat. It's a corpse. So, fair enough. Yes, China needs discipline. Yeah, so come on, guys, get it together. Let's stop abusing animals. Let's stop killing animals for our taste pleasures and sensual pleasures. It's not needed. Shelly Bufree says, I have been lazy and eating processed food. I feel sluggish. Causes and effect. People like eating meat causes it tastes good to them. Having drugs feels good too, but you don't need them. Yes, that's true. The only reason why we eat meat is because it tastes good. Not really much else. But from my own perception and direct knowledge, meat is ignorance food. If you want to strengthen your ignorance and if you want to become more ignorant, there's no better food to eat than meat. That's like the top tier food for ignorance. I want ignorance. I want more ignorance. I want to be an ignorant fool. That's the food that I eat. Oh my God, I'm just going to continue feeding my ignorance, strengthening my ignorance, more ignorance in me. Come on, kill those animals. You're not killing the animals fast enough. Give me those dead bodies. Let me eat them. Oh, ignorance. I relish in my ignorance. No, come on, guys. Get it straight. Let's not abuse animals. Let's leave animals alone. Like 60% of all animals on the planet are just domesticated. Not even 60%, I'm sure it's more. Only 4% of the total mass of weight of animals is just natural animals, elephants and tigers and whatever else. Everything else is domesticated. Pigs, chickens, cows, everything that we eat. 100 billion animals get their lives ended every single year. Tragic. Can I spend money in games? Don't spend money in games. Spend money on me. Send me a super chat. I'll use that money to eat. And you'll pay for my, you'll feed me for a day. So send me that super chat today. It takes me approximately $10, 10 US dollars to feed myself here for a day in Vietnam. So I'd be highly appreciated for your generosity. And you only have 30 minutes to do so. Chronically Stupid says, if the economy gets any worse, I'm eating my neighbors. Well, I mean, you do what you have to do, but don't eat your neighbors. Eating human beings is the worst thing you can do. Second worst thing you can do is probably eat like dolphins and land animals that are very high in intelligence and in emotions. Cows is a very bad thing to do. Second worst or third worst thing to do is eat like pigs, because again, they have human-like emotions and human-like consciousness. And then it gets lower to pigs. I mean, chickens is next best thing to eat. And then it's fish. It's even better to eat than a cow, but still pretty bad because it's evolved life form. And then other smaller life like shrimp, and then snails or whatever. Not snails. Oysters. Oysters are vegan. It seems like, because they don't have a sensory nervous system, they don't feel pain. So I guess you can eat that. But the best thing to do is to eat plants, because plants don't have pain. Plants are the least evolved. Plants are the easiest digestible. Plants are the lightest on your body. Plants don't cause you to process that food so long and cause damage to the body because it takes such strong effort to digest it. It's the most sensible thing. It's the best thing for spirituality and spiritual growth. I know you're saying it's immoral, but scientifically meat is healthy to eat. Incorrect. You've been socially conditioned to believe that meat is healthy to eat. Who told you that? The little pyramid in school? Oh, we should kill animals and eat their dead bodies. Newsflash. Corpses are not healthy to eat. Dead bodies are not healthy to eat. Who taught you that? Who told you that? Do you know that from direct experience? Or is that something that your authority figure said? No, it's not. It's not. Trust me, it's not. An experiment. Go eat nothing but animals. No, don't eat animals. It's not immoral. But if you were to eat nothing but animals for one day, see how you would feel? You would feel bad. And then the next day, eat nothing but fruits. You would be light. You would be energetic. You would not know what to do with yourself. There's a difference. There's a big difference. Amanda says, I struggle with even eating vegetables because pesticides and farming practices, etc. Well, what do you think the cows that you eat? They eat already the food the pesticides food. They eat plants that are being sprayed. And now it's double the consequence. Not only are they eating the pesticides and they're fed hormones and they're fed all sorts of medication, but now you're eating a corpse also. It's doubly bad. So just buy organic food. Very simple. And just wash your vegetables. And there's ways that you can remove the pesticides. So there's no excuse for abusing animals. No excuse for abusing animals. Stop abusing animals. It all feels very difficult and disempowering. Well, take a stance. Take a stance against animal abuse. Stop abusing animals. Eat some fruits, vegetables, nuts, seeds, grains, legumes. I eat it every day. Hello. And it's working out for you pretty fine. Yes, it's not good for pesticides and all that crap, but there's ways you can... It's still better than eating a corpse. It's way better than eating a corpse. You're so funny. I'm glad you're enjoying this. Trevion says, are you vegan? Yes, I am vegan. I don't abuse animals. I don't support animal abuse. I don't abuse animals. R3 says, for me, I just don't like it when people eat seafood alive. Yeah, that's insane too. We have to be conscious. Like, come on, guys. Don't you have some morality in you? Don't you have some sense of right and wrong and feeling the pain of others? Don't you see that other living beings want to be happy and don't want to die and want to be alive and feel pain? Why do you want to cause pain to others? And you're causing pain to others when you eat meat. Every time you buy meat from the supermarket, you're basically saying, hey, butcher, here's more money so that you kill animals on my behalf. Wrong. Don't abuse animals. Stop abusing animals. What about protein? What the hell's protein, bro? Do you ever go to a gorilla and you say, "Oh, are you concerned about your protein intake? You're all eating is vegetables." What about an elephant? "Oh, buddy, you're a little bit skinny today. Are you sure you're getting enough protein?" Protein is some stupid thing that made up by the meat industry. Go eat some beans. Go eat some lentils. Go eat some seeds, some sprouts, some legumes. Go eat some tofu. It's very simple. Okay? Go eat some plants. So protein is not a concern for me. I eat lots of variety of food, and I'm very happy and healthy and strong and active. Amanda says, these are very rigid rules. I'm trying to understand how we know this for sure. I'm hearing you. Animal abuse is not a rigid rule. Animal abuse is illegal, and it should be illegal everywhere. Stop abusing animals. Animal abuse is not good. We need to stop abusing animals. Let's not eat animals. Animal eating is abuse. Let's stop abusing animals. 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 Marcus says, oh, look. I'm at this beautiful beach. Let me go live. Truly dystopian. The damage the internet has done to this generation is really sad. Wow, you are a confused man. Shelly says, did you see the reel of the cow using a broom to scratch itself? They're smart and full of emotions. Meat is not healthy. It sits in your colon for days. That is correct. Meat is a food that takes the longest amount of time to digest in the colon or in the stomach. And imagine me leaving a steak out to ferment outside. That's what happens inside of your body. It's a fermentation, putridness. It's unhealthy and unethical. Stop abusing animals. Gorilla's cheese are different. Gorilla stomach are different. Sure. And my stomach is different from a dog. So my stomach is not designed to eat meat like a dog is. See my teeth? My teeth? You see my canines? They're not shaped to rip apart flesh. These are not canines even. They're just flat teeth. They're have a jaw to grind plant material, and my stomach acidity is not as strong as a meat eater. So stop abusing animals. Stop abusing animals. Very simple. My digestive tract is very long to take all the nutrients from plants. An animal's carnivorous animal digestive tract is very short because you want to eat the meat, the putrid corpse, and then get rid of it as quickly as possible. Why? Because meat in the stomach is not good for a long time. Yeah, Dr. Rob is eating meat. I'm going to help him. He needs to stop. And he knows eating vegan is better, but he's just addicted to it. He's not conscious enough to drop it. We're gonna help him. Why ignoring my comment? We belong to the same biological animal kingdom as other animals. Get out of the modern lifestyle, live in the jungle, watch yourself, divulge natural ecosystem food chain. It's not the food chain, it's the chain of suffering and pain. 100 billion animals are slaughtered for your taste pleasures, and human beings survive on plants very well. So you don't know what you're talking about. I'm so glad he's alive. Yes, I think it's at least worth a try. Yes, go vegan. Go vegan for a month and see the results. Shelly Be Free says, everything has protein. If you are worried to get some protein powder, get in your smoothie. Exactly. Put some protein powder, plant-based protein powder. We're very happy. I'm vegetarian, but my friends gave me omega-3. Yeah, sure. Do you know where fish get their omega-3? From plants. Why the hell do we kill fish for omega-3? Why don't we just get it from the plants instead? Why do we need to abuse animals? I take omega-3 supplements, and it's taken from plants. It's taken from sea plants. That's what the fish eats. They eat sea plants, and they get that omega-3 from plants. So do it. Get healthy today. Stop abusing animals. Don't take fish oil. Don't take fish oil. Fish oil is ground up fish. Take the normal thing, which is plant vegetables that have omega-3 and omega-6 and whatever else. Vegan protein powder, correct, yes. But I don't really like to eat vegan protein powder. I will add it to my smoothies, but it's very heavily processed food. I eat edamame beans, I eat tofu, I eat beans, I eat lentils, I eat legumes, and yeah, so I eat very dense foods. Whenever I'm craving dense foods, that's what I eat. you can get vegan omega-3 seaweed. Yes, correct. Absolutely correct. So that's what we're here doing, my friends. We're here promoting happiness and health to all, and stopping abusing animals. If you care about animals' welfare, care about animal well-being, and if you want to support this live chat and support this message, consider sending me a donation. Consider donating to me. $10 is all it's going to take for uh, 1 day of sustaining myself. I'm gonna sneeze. One technique, one tip of sneezing. Sometimes you need to sneeze, but you can't. A guaranteed way to sneeze in looking up at the sky, or I'm looking up at the source of light. It could be any source of light. It could be the sun. You just stare at the sun, and you're much more likely to sneeze. Or if you have some kind of light source in your room, you just look at the light source, and you're gonna sneeze. Or if even if you're looking at your computer, you look at the light in your computer. I don't know what it is. It's just a chemical reaction or something. It'll make you sneeze. It's a little technique. But we have 19 minutes left here on this live stream, and that's when my data is going to expire, and I'm gonna have to end it here. So we have 28 likes. Like this video to get to 30. Let's get at least 32 or 33 likes. That's a Jesus number, and we very appreciate it. Thank you so much. Thank you for commenting. Thank you for participating in this live stream. Thank you for being here and for listening to me. And thank you for being vegan and for at least contemplating this in your mind. Thank you for considering the fact that we all need to stop abusing animals, and you need to stop abusing animals. If there's a gene that makes some sneeze from looking at the bright light, okay. Not everyone has that gene. Oh, interesting. I didn't know that. Hey, thank you, Shelly, for your kind donation. 14 Australian dollarunos, land of kangaroos. I appreciate you being here, Shelly. I appreciate your donations. And I hope to do live streams with Dr. Rob soon. That guy has changed my life. And I hope that I can support him and do live streams with him for many years to come. So I hate just coming in contact with people and it ending after a few months. I want to do some permanent stuff. I want to build some permanent things. Prime Ray says, you denied a concept developed as a result of hundreds of thousands of years of evolution. Food chain. I guess we know who doesn't know his facts. Factory farming is animal cruelty doesn't... Yes, factory farming is animal cruelty. At least you got one thing right. And just because we can eat meat doesn't mean that we should eat meat. That's what you're not getting. And all the textbooks that you read has clouded your brain with concepts. These are not things that you know from experience. These are just logical, stupid things that you've learned. And I can see it from the way you're typing. So let that all go. Throw all that thing in the trash. And just pay attention to the reality within. Stop eating animals. Stop abusing animal corpses. Stop abusing animals. Stop abusing animals. All meat eating is the same as factory farming. What kind of a statement is that? That makes absolutely no logical sense. But hey, I don't know what to tell you. Now you will enjoy a holiday in Vietnam. Yes, I guess so. This is a spiritual place. I don't really... My whole life is a holiday. I don't really see it that way, but... Da Nang, Vietnam is like a place for Nibbana or Nirvana. I just felt it. This is a place that I need to go. It's actually the most Nibbana place that I've ever been on Earth. It's just like something about it. It's so still. It's like so Buddha-like. Not every place is like this. Every place is just chaotic energy. So, Shelly, just take that into mind. And one day you got to come here. Come here to Vietnam. For sure, if you come visit Dr. Rob, you'll just keep that in the back of your mind. Da Nang is where to get Nibbana. I'm not going to stop eating meat. No, it's not about eating meat. Marcus, you just say that I'm not going to stop abusing animals. I want to keep being an animal abuser. That's what you should say. I'm Marcus, and I keep abusing animals. And I promote animal abuse. And I am an animal abuser. Well, Marcus, we can't be friends. That's not a very sensible thing to do. Animal abuse is not ethical and illegal. Animal abuse is illegal. Trevion says, do you grow fruits and vegetables? No, but maybe in the future I will when my life gets more stable. I think they mean plant farming. Yeah. Shelley Be Free says, yes, I will try to share more spiritual experiences too. Nice. That's what it's all about. Gajinder Singh says, do you love office life? Working 9 hours in an office at home? Yeah, I mean, I have an office at home, I guess. My laptop, and I do videos, I edit videos, and that's part of my life and lifestyle. So, part of my job. Oscar Smith says, bro, a bird just flew in my room from a tiny gap. Nice, that's a good sign for you to stop abusing animals. R3 says, just make sure you supplement correctly and make sure to keep your doctor in the know. That's true, that's correct. So most people think that you can go vegan and eat Oreos. Oreos are vegan, but that's not going to sustain you, and you're going to be sick probably. So it's important to supplement in the right way and eat the right supplements. B12 is an absolutely necessary supplement to take. If you don't eat that, then not good things can happen. So I'm visiting this year with another student. Wow, nice. So maybe I'll get to see you because I plan on coming here and back again. Vietnam is an awesome place. Where a better place for me to live in or to stay at this time? My iron is stupidly low. You take an iron supplement and you pair it with a vitamin C supplement. Or you pair it with a vitamin C food. That's it. There's your iron supplements or iron needs handled. Why do you have to go and kill an animal and have its blood flow out and eat its dead body for you to get your iron? Like, what the hell are you doing? What the hell are you doing? This is what it is, okay? Imagine me going up to this forest, finding some tree, taking an axe, chopping the tree down, taking one splinter from the tree, and using it as a toothpick. I got something in my teeth. That's what the stupid people are doing. That's what everybody's doing for meat. What the hell are you doing? Why do you need to kill an animal for that, buddy? It's insane. Not only is it insane, it's unethical. It's morally reprehensible. The blood is on your hands. I don't know how you can do it. I don't know how your conscience even allows you to do that, supports you doing that. That's crazy, okay? That's crazy. Let's see if I can get back in 13 minutes or less. You making shit ton of assertions, no evidence to back up any claims, such as less citing a single source. Hope you start practicing critical thinking too with, yeah, buddy, yeah, I'm gonna cite some sources. Oh, one source says and the other source says. The only source that I have is my own direct experience, and I don't trust any external source except people that are wise and also have direct experience into life. So, all right, let me claim some source. Let me go find some source of why animal abuse is bad and wrong and immoral. Let me go study the science and the doctors. It's insane, buddy. You're insane. Okay? Animal abuse is wrong and bad, and you shouldn't do it. Let me go find some sources to support that. All right, I need to get back home in 12 minutes or less. R3 says coconut water and watermelon juice, pink Himalayan salts makes really good electrolyte drink. Yes, that's true. So watermelon is a top tier fruit. Same with coconut, and those fruits are should be something that you take into your life and your body every single day. Well, not every single day, but maybe every single week. They're fantastic, very healthy, very delicious. I drink them daily. Or as much as I can. And yes, most, if not all, plant foods are healthy, except like eggplant. All right, Trevion says, arguably, what if you didn't have another choice than to kill an animal, even if it's unlikely? Well, you mean like in self-defense? Then absolutely, go ahead and kill the animal. Because you need to survive, and it will be immoral for you not to do that. I mean, in my view, because you're alive too, and what the hell is an animal trying to kill you for? So defend yourself at all costs. And if you're stuck in the wild and there's a chicken there or some cow there, and you have to kill it, otherwise you're gonna die, I would also see it sensible to do that. But I hope you never come to that state. Amanda says, I've actually had issues with my iron supplements. Not absorbing, I agree with you, but it's complex. Yes. So I'm sure there's a solution. It's a complicated solution, but it's one that you have to solve. It's one that's worth solving. Do it for the animals. Like, do you think, just go watch some slaughterhouse videos. Oh, sorry, my iron is complex. I have to kill you. No, come on, guys. Stop abusing animals. Stop abusing animals. It's Rasputin. I knew he lived. No, I'm not Rasputin. I am Shiva Kailash Shambho. Have you ever had an iron infusion? That's a good question. Excellently put. Yes. Lol. I'm an optimistic omnivore. Don't say that. Just say that I'm an optimistic animal abuser that also eats plants and vegetables. Or, yeah, plants. There's no more being a meat eater. There's only animal abuse. Animal abusers. It's gotta stop. It's gotta stop. So I have 9 minutes to walk. A walk that usually takes 13 minutes. Let's see if I can make it. I hope I can make it. So crossing the street in Vietnam is a little bit tricky because there's no there's no crosswalks. There's crosswalks, but there's no little buttons you can press, and they're not going to turn green, so you're going to have to feel it out. And cars generally stop for you. So yeah, Vietnam is awesome. Shelly, if you come to Vietnam, one thing that you must do, it's not even a question, is you gotta try banh mi. Banh mi sandwiches. And especially if you come to Da Nang. And they're not all made the same. They have to be fresh. The bread has to be freshly baked. And it's got to be vegan, of course. With tofu or mixed vegetables is the best one. But when you try a banh mi sandwich, it's like, there's no going back. And I've been pretty much eating them every day. It's not the best thing because it's white bread, but still, it's too good. Too good to be true. That sounds yummy. Yeah, it's a Vietnamese specialty. And it's like 50 cents, I think, for one. And sometimes there's deals on the app. It's like 25 cents, American cents. It's wild. I'm gluten-free as well as vegan. Oh, okay. So, yeah, white bread, I'm sure, is gluten. Not the best thing. But that doesn't seem to be bothering me. That doesn't seem to be bothering me. In fact, I have made seitan in the past, which is 100% gluten. And it's like amazing. Oh my God. Not only tastes amazing, my body doesn't seem to do anything with it. It's like, yeah, cool. You just ate it, no problem. So it seems to work for me. But seitan is like one of the most delicious vegan food supplements for protein in the world. At least to my taste. You got the bird out. What about milk? Yeah, milk is animal abuse. If you buy it in the grocery store, don't support animal abuse. Say no to animal abuse. And drink almond milk. Drink, yeah, nut milk. That's good. Stop stealing milk from babies. I'm not gay, but what about the beautiful mustache that could convert me? Well, come to Da Nang, Vietnam. We'll see if we can make it work. We'll go on a date. I'm not gay either, but maybe I can be converted too. I'm just kidding. Okay, got 6 minutes. I don't think I'll make it, so. Hello. School children. I walked by this class with these school children here, and kids are playing, and children, when they play, they sound exactly like birds chirping. You know, lots of birds chirping, a school of birds. So similarly with children, they sound like birds. Gluten-free is not a... What the fuck? This dog every single day. Hello. This dog is tied and just lunges at me every single day, wants to bite me. Gluten-free is not a medical thing for me. It's just an irritation. Okay. Yeah, I know a lot of people are intolerant to gluten and don't like it, can't handle it. Wow, it's very busy today. I don't know why. Awesome. Awesome day in Vietnam. I mean, I understand why it's busy, because it's warm, sunny. I gotta get home. I'll give him rabies-free Vietnam. It's the school is closing, so parents are here to pick up their children. I think that's why it's so busy. Hello. And wow, the city is so pretty. Yeah, it is so calm and peaceful, and it feels like it feels like feels good. It feels like Western influences haven't touched Vietnam so strongly, and it's like normal. There's no mental insanity here. It's kind of chill. You're just kind of chill guy here. Of course, there's pollution and all this crap that's everywhere, but the mental illness is not here, and mental illness is everywhere. Okay, especially in the U.S. In Canada and Western countries, it's like everybody's insane. So this movie, I recommend anybody that, if you have time, if you want to chill out, you watch this movie called Avatar. Avatar, the Blue People, and it's a spiritual movie. And in the beginning, this woman that meets this guy says, "Yeah, okay, I'll teach you our ways, and we'll see if we can cure your mental illness." Now it's funny because yeah, human beings are mentally ill for sure. So out of touch with nature, out of touch with life, the universe, and just hurting each other. Case in point, this war in Ukraine. Why are they doing that? But doing my best to help them. In fact, energetically, I tuned into that war and what's happening, and I'm always confused. Like, why doesn't nature do something to stop it? Why doesn't Mother Earth, I don't know, cause something? Something needs to happen. And yesterday was the first day that I got some clarity, because after watching that movie, I realized that Mother Earth, or the Earth, is an intelligent being, and she has her own intentions, she has her own desires and will. And I'm just thinking, I'm asking her, like, why is this happening? Why don't you do something to stop it? And then I felt the energy, what's happening there, and then I just recognized, or I heard, the fact that, oh, they're just, they want to kill each other. They want to do that. So who are you to stop them? They're doing what they want to do. All right. So that gave me some peace of mind that human beings want to do that, and they continue doing what they want to do. It's not good, it's not sensible, but what can you do? My guru, your experience is subjective and different from mine, and many other have seen symptoms. And all right, don't abuse animals. Okay, there's no carnivore diet. There's the animal abuse diet. Stop labeling it in hello. Okay, I'm back. I lost half of the viewers, but my data just expired, and I thankfully just managed to get back in time with the Wi-Fi. My neighbor is burning garbage in a metal container. That's very sad to see. That's one of the biggest downsides of living here, is the fact that people burn garbage. And in Asian countries, for some reason, that's very common. But that needs to stop for sure. I hope that stops. And I mean, what can you do about that? What can you do about that except pray that people gain the wisdom to see that burning trash is not sane, it's not healthy, it's not good for the children, it's not good for anybody. The guy's just burning garbage for I don't know. Anyways, I gotta close my windows because burning garbage is bad. So I'm back in my place. How do you handle phone in your hands? I just handle it. I just hold it. Ooh. You know, walking. Do I use sunscreen? Occasionally, but not regular sunscreen. I have zinc sunscreen, which is much healthier. It's a mineral. So, all right, I'm gonna get in. And yeah, I hope you find peace and that will find peace with the many problems life presents. Yeah, that's what it's all about, just being peaceful. What better thing can you do? Prime Ray says, individual experience is not how we establish stuff. Your individual experience is worthless. Wow, that is absolutely incorrect. Individual experience is very valuable, much more valuable than anecdotal experience, because you may say something to me that may have nothing to do with me. So it's not true. From a scientific point of view, I guess what you're saying is true, but I'm not here to be a scientific point of view man. I'm here to live well, live happy, live compassionately, not abuse animals. And I don't care what you tell me, abusing animals is wrong. Oh, but science says that abusing animals is actually healthy. No, abusing animals is wrong. It's wrong. I actually might be gay, Satan says. Well, with a name like that, you certainly are. I can confirm it. So don't be that, or be that if you want. That's your choice. I just don't know where to sit or how to sit. I need to go and shower. And but if I leave my camera facing nothing, then people will leave. And if I go talk to my friend or give the phone to my friend, he'll just bore you to death. And yeah, home is peaceful. That's true. All right, I won't. So what else, my friends? What else is up? I just gave fish to my kitty. Oh, Yuri. Oh, Yuri. Invite someone to your screen. I have a better idea. I'm going to take a quick shower. But in the meantime, I'm going to allow you to experience the bliss of some spiritually consecrated items. I'm going to play a mantra. And then in 5 minutes, I'll be back nice and shiny because I need to shower the salt water off my body and the sand, etc. And I want to continue this live stream for at least another hour. So in the meantime, I will take my camera and face it towards Sadhguru, which is arguably one of the most enlightening men on the planet. And then I will play a mantra, which will enlighten you spiritually. And then when I come back, more spiritual enlightening energy is bound to come. Maybe I will invite somebody to the live stream. But Marcus says, so desperate for people to be on his live is sad. Just enjoy your life, man. Can't shower because people will leave. Feel bad for you and people that choose to live online. Feeling bad is not a good thing to feel, my friend. I hope you get better. I hope you feel better. And don't feel bad. Feel happy instead. Feel happy, okay? All right, I'll be right back. Whoa. Jesus. Okay. We will allow people to join the Discord and ask their questions. Hello, Sensei. I had to close my window because people are burning garbage. That's not good. And we will paste the Discord link in the live stream so that if you have anything to tell me or say to me, or if you want to call me out, that would make for a great video. And you're welcome to do that if you feel like that's valuable and worthwhile. So do that. I'm going to paste it very soon. And let me know what else you think. There it is. Sky Duo says, my name is Shri Yatanwa. How are you? I'm doing well. How are you doing? Doing excellent. Tomorrow, I'm going to eat some mangoes today. Tomorrow, I'm going to do a interview with my mentor, a very crazy, wild guy. You're going to see what he's like. He's a pickup artist guy, you could say. But immaculate communication. We're at 31 likes. Let's get 2 more likes, or at least 1 more like for 32. And 33 is the goal. 33 is Jesus's number. I hope you enjoyed my Sadhguru photo and my, what would you call it? A altar. Yeah, an altar. There's a little fire burning, and it's very nice. It helps me very much. It's a lot of conducive energy for me, my spiritual growth. Bro, you visited Kedarnath? Yes, I did, actually. Start looks maxing. I would much prefer brain maxing. My forehead is very big. A lot of real estate for my brain, and brain maxing is much better than looks maxing, because what are you gonna do with good looks? It's just a superficial thing. Start forehead maxing. Maybe I'll start cutting off more so my forehead gets bigger. You have a big head, yeah. That's the genetics of being born in a Slavic country. You got big foreheads there. Bro, how can I get Isha products? I'm from Sri Lanka. I'm sure it's going to be easy. I'm sure India ships it to Sri Lanka. But I don't know. Best way is to go visit the Isha Yoga Center. Save up your money and go. Do you believe in Jesus? I believe in Jesus, yeah. Jesus was definitely a real guy. And there's a kind of Jesus. There's Sadhguru in the background. Let's make sure that you all see him. So, nothing better than not relying on external sources to make you feel happy. You should just feel happy on your own nature. Make yourself happy right now. What's stopping you? Why aren't you happy? Why wouldn't you be happy? Why wouldn't you just be blissful and ecstatic for no reason at all? Well, there is a reason. Here's the qualification for happiness. This is at least to my standards. You have to look at your life, and if you're alive, then you should be happy. But if you're not alive, then don't be happy. You get my blessing to be sad or upset or depressed, but only if you're dead, only if you're not alive. But if you're alive, then you must be happy. You must be blissful, because why? You're alive. Oh my God. If I'm alive, I'm blissful. No matter what happens. Oh my God, I'm alive. I'm blissful. I'm happy. I'm ecstatic. I'm joyful. Then if you're not alive, you can be whatever you want. Okay, I gave you permission to be sad and lonely and depressed, but only if you're not alive. So that's my standards when it comes to life. I'm happy, very happy. Yes. I'm surprised how much happiness has to do with brain chemistry. Your brain chemistry. A lot. And bliss and ecstasy also. Bliss and ecstasy has so much to do with your brain chemistry. Like way more than I would appreciate. Because when I was first studying the Buddha, it's all about the mind and mind, but chemistry, brain chemistry is physical. So I guess people can make me feel bad if they, let's say, inject me with cortisol. That won't be very pleasant. But and I guess there's also no separation between the body and the mind. The body and the mind are basically the same thing. So, mm, yeah, brain chemistry is based on physical actions. In the name of Jesus, I rebuke all evil spirits. Well, we'll see if that works. Um, yeah. If you're going to sleep, and if you sleep in your life and in the universe, the best way to sleep is with an open window. Unless you're living in some frozen wasteland, then I guess you have to close it. But the best way to sleep is with just fresh air coming into your room. That's very important. You'll sleep better, easier, and less. You will sleep less. It's very needed. Do Jesus have power to rebuke Shiva, God? I don't know. I don't think so. Out of the 300 million gods, who decides who can do what? I guess the gods can decide who can do what. Jesus died for us all. Maybe he did. Or maybe he just died. Bloodstrike says that Jesus did not like Jake Paul and he doesn't look like Steve Harvey either. Guys, come down. But he looked more like me, except he had brown skin. And why? Because he was in touch with his own nature. So when you're in touch with your own nature, you don't cut your hair, you don't shave your beard, you just kind of be normal. So Jesus was normal, and a lot of you are not following the Jesus path. Not at all. You're out there abusing animals, being an animal abuser, killing animals and eating their dead bodies. Jesus would not condone that in this present age. Only L. Ron Hubbard has the power to rebuke the gods. This man knows. Osinaki says, Shiva, have you tried sweating your ass off to counter the cold? Or what is ailing you? That worked for me when I was younger. Yes. If I had a sauna, I would be in the sauna every day, and my cold symptoms would be very short-lived. That probably is the best remedy for a cold, is sauna. You just go sit in the sauna for 30 minutes or an hour a day, your sickness is going to be gone in 2 or 3 days. But I can't do that. I'm here. It's not so hot. It's 23 degrees Celsius. So it's just, it's like saying I'm like David Goggins because I'm bald. um, no, but there's a reason why Jesus didn't cut his hair and didn't shave his beard. And what do you think that reason is, Blood Striker? Do you think it was just the fashion of the day? I'm just going to be fashionate today. Well, that's my fashion. No, I just gave you the reason. Well, let me know what you think. Let's debate on any of the Hindu gods and see if they're any better than Jesus. All right. You see this link? There's the Discord link. And I'm in the Discord call right now waiting for anybody to join and debate me. As you can see, here, I'll even turn on my camera. So you can come here and debate me. Jesus. That's also the Christians managed to coin that word for whenever something happens, they say Jesus. Something good happens, Jesus Christ, thank you. When something bad happens, Jesus Christ. Why is that? Why not say, oh, Shiva Shambho, Hare Krishna? Hare Rama. Why not say that? Are you okay? You've been coughing since the beach. You should get some water. Good idea. I will drink some water. Thank you for reminding me. And yeah, I'm okay. I'm just a little bit sick. Veronica says, I rebuke you, devil. Oh no, oh no, she rebuked me. Oh no. Sorry to say, Veronica, you're not powerful enough to rebuke anyone, let alone the devil. Yeshua HaMashiach is the Hebrew name, all right? Jesus is the King of Kings. Maybe, maybe. Choose one, Jesus or hell. Wow, what a choice. What a choice. These Christian people are living in fear. Living in fear of hell, of the devil, and even living in fear of God himself. That's all they know is fear. Because they've been conditioned by the Christian church to have fear in their hearts, to control them. So you're controlled, Veronica. She says, you're in hell. If not, choose Jesus. Oh, well, I guess I'm in hell. Good afternoon, Shiva. Good afternoon. I'm pretty happy and healthy, and I'm definitely not in hell. I only fear God, not his creatures. You fear God? Why would you fear God if he's a loving being? Do you fear your mom? If she loved you, you wouldn't fear her. What the hell's wrong? What the hell's wrong with Christians? That's what I want to know. What the fuck happened? How did you find Hinduism? It found me through Sadhguru. Oh, mom, if you're sick, make you some bean soup and some pita bread and some egg. That is egg free. That's nice. Hell is real. Jesus died, so we don't have to go there after he died. What the hell? What kind of stupidity is that, bro? Some guy died 2,000 years ago, and now I don't have to go to hell? Wow, thanks. More people need to die so that animals don't get slaughtered. What about that? That's a great logic. Some guy died, and now I don't have to go to hell. Wow, really? Really? Did he do that? Or is that your confused beliefs? That's most likely your beliefs. Uh, Nobody can save you from hell. Only you can do that, okay? Take some responsibility for yourself. What the hell? I don't know how Christians can live with themselves with you have to throw logic out the window, or else you can't think, or either you can't think. God is all powerful and all loving. God created hell. God came down to hell to suffer and die miserably so that he can save you from the hell that he created. Now you don't have to go to hell because he died for you. What the fuck is wrong with you, buddy? Like, get your head straight. Get your head straight. Stop believing books. Stop believing books. Stop believing nonsense. Even Bhagavad Gita and Vedas say God is one, not 300 million. Therefore, there can only be one God. Sure, sure, sure. Does Buddha believe in fighting for what you love? Sure, why not? And God is one. No, he erased our inherent karma or sin. He erased our inherent sin. He can do that. So why doesn't he just do that constantly all the time? What the hell? When is the next time that's happening? Huh? Come on. I have more sin. I have more pain. Come on, Jesus. Come on. And erase my sin. Jesus is openly to grow within and a choice and believe in another God. Yeah. That's what happens because humans choose to be evil instead of choosing to love God. And what's so special about loving God? Does God really need my love and require my love? If you don't love me, you're going to hell. What kind of God is that? What kind of God is that? He created hell for Satan and the fallen angels. All right. Look, I used to read fairy tales too, but fairy tales don't interest me that much anymore. By listening to evil whisperers, Shatya, Satan, the Demur, evil, something, Moloch, and the Prince of Darkness. Yeah, there are beings that want pain and suffering. You shouldn't follow. You shouldn't do that. First time here. I like the beard and hairstyle. Thank you very much, Loic the Screamo. Good to see you here. Hope you stay around. I look forward to seeing you in the future. Tim Hogue says, I tell you what, you don't judge my beliefs, and I won't judge yours. Sitting there, passing out a lot of judgments, and what's so bad about judging beliefs? I hope you judge my beliefs. What the hell's special about beliefs either? I believe in Santa Claus. Well, that's stupid. Stop judging my beliefs. It's a belief, buddy. Chill out. Bro just looked over the Hindu scriptures. Sure. The fallen angel Lucifer. Satan says, no, bro. God is all powerful, all knowing, and all loving, and apparently must be sadistic individuals. Yeah, I mean, God, this idea of God is a human made concept, or certainly the Christian ideology is a lot of man made ideas. Yeah, there's obviously a higher intelligence or a God, and yeah, there's powerful spiritual beings like Jesus. But all these fairy tales is like humans sat down to control people and made up all these lies. And then they wrote it in the Bible. And then people think that the Bible is like God written. What the hell? What the hell? What the hell? God writes books? No way. God writes books? Holy crap. Why doesn't God build a bridge or something more useful than writing a book? Come on, God, get it together. Hey, where's a God created hospital? Where's that? Where's a God created orphanage? That seems like more. Where is the God created farm? God created this farm for human beings to not starve. No, no. God created and wrote a book. And in that book, if you're gay, you're dead. Wow, God. And what the hell? God, in all the thousands of years human have being in here in evolution or in society, that's all his claim to fame is. He wrote one book 2,000 years ago. That's it. And that never has been revised, or has been revised many times or whatever. But we don't want to pay attention to that. It's permanent. The Bible is a permanent thing and it's never been changed, and it's how it came to the God and how it is. All right, Hannibal, we have a Discord person here. 1 second, let me pause the music, and we're gonna. Yeah, yeah, we're talking about the Bible in the YouTube. Yeah. Okay, let's talk about it. Uh, okay, let me plug in my microphone and we can have a proper discussion. And hold on, hold on. Hold on, I'm not listening. Hold on, I'm not listening. I'm not listening. Hello, I'm not listening. Wait. All right, buddy, wait up. Ah. All right, all right, all right. 1 second. So let's switch the camera. Okay. So you found me from the YouTube and you're talking about God and you have some things to say about God. Yes. Okay. What? Yeah. Tell me. So you're like Bhagavad Gita says that God is one, but you like say no, no. God is not one. It can be anything, and you can worship anything you want. So you can worship Shiva, you worship Shiva, you worship Krishna, you worship Krishna, and all those things. Uh-huh. And you worship a book. A book? No, I don't worship a book. I worship Jesus. You worship Jesus? Yes. Okay. I see. I am actually from. You're actually from where? Well, I guess Jesus cut out his internet connection because he's gone. So look, reading books and reading spiritual scripts is wonderful. But again. Ah, Jesus, oh Jesus. I love Jesus. Wonderful being. I take refuge in Jesus. The roots of my life are planted into Jesus' life, and I hope to grow out of Jesus. But Jesus,
If I like, you want to know what your this like, gods did, like in the Hindu scriptures. You have ever read them?
nope, absolutely
No,
not.
you have not read.
Mm-mm.
Okay, fine. So you know about this, Krishna. You know what he did?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I do know what Christian did. Yeah.
Yeah. So no, he like this. When no, when not like, there were not like some woman that had come not to this take a bath in his pool, and then I think so. Krishna he this.
Okay, get to the point. Get to the point.
Took away their clothes
All
and
right, all right, all right,
said,
all right. Get to the point. What's going on over there? What are you trying to say?
I think my internet connection. Wait.
Yes, it's quite bad. All right. So, oh my God, it's so much confusion. Look, I don't believe anything. I don't want to believe anything. I don't give a shit about your beliefs and any conclusions. The only religion
Even about your Hindu beliefs.
I don't have Hindu beliefs. I have Hindu knowledge and Hindu not knowledge and Hindu ignorance. But I want to know things for myself experientially. I want to experience. And when people, especially Christians, for whatever
Also, you
reason,
want to know, right? So you are not like a very good Hindu, like.
huh?
So like you want to know things. You are not this.
Yes, I want to know things. I don't want to take things blindly on faith and belief.
Okay, okay. So you like ever read the Hindu scriptures, like what they preach and all?
I don't. I've only listened and heard Sadhguru and took his words of wisdom and applied it into my life. And if it worked, I kept it. And if it didn't work, then I didn't do it.
But you like this read the this Hindu scriptures,
No.
like the Vedas and all? No, no. So
No.
you have heard it from this uh, guru.
Yeah.
Okay. Because see, when Christians preach their this no gospel, no, they this give the this Bible to read, so they don't like this preach out of their own
Yeah.
own
But the
thought, but
Bible,
they give
the
the Bible.
Bible was written by men, by human beings.
Yes, man, that was guided by Holy Spirit. It was written by them.
Really? Really? So God said if you're gay, you should get stoned and killed?
If you are gay, you should get squandered in guilt.
Yeah. Did God say that?
Yes, he said that.
Really? That's a little bit weird. What kind of love and compassion is that?
Gay people are this. Gay people should not belong in society.
Wow.
They are an abomination. They are
Wow.
that is.
Wow. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. There's the stupid beliefs in play. And so what do gay people do to that's so bad? Why are they an abomination?
They have left the. They have left the this natural use of woman, and they have lusted for men. So
What's and
that
what's
is
the big
command. That
yeah.
was this
What's the big deal about
command
that?
that was given by God to Adam.
And what gives you the right to kill them?
That is disobedience to God, but it is only God that kills, not humans.
Oh,
It's only God is the judge over this. So they have disobeyed God, so they go to hell for that.
No. I'm pretty sure in the Bible it says that if there's gay people, you should take matters into your own hands.
And become gay yourself. It says that in the Bible.
No, Sky Guardian. Sky Guardian. Yeah, let's Google it. Let's Google it. What the Bible says about gays.
Yeah, quickly.
Let's see.
I just woke up.
What does the Bible?
Give me the verse, book and verse.
All right.
Sources.
All right, I'll give the sources, the Bible, the God written word. Hello. Don't question God.
No, no, I want the specific verse.
Let's see.
Specific verse.
All right, I'll give you the specific verses. Let's see. This is live. Live.
This Leviticus book is then from the Celtic. I'll just open up the verses.
There you go. Leviticus. Leviticus is full of just horrendous atrocities. Leviticus 20 and 13. 20, 13. If a man lies with a woman, if a man lies with a man as with a
woman.
yes, both of them have committed an abomination. They shall surely be put to death.
Yeah, by this God, but not by human. You have to read in the Hebrew context.
Okay, let's see. Does the Bible tell believers to kill anybody?
As a not, I could say, I guess you could say, quote unquote, non-believer. I believe in some God, but just not like the God, right? Why should we kill gay people and whatnot? You know? I guess why should Christians kill them? You know? I know it doesn't make sense in theory, but that's what my head. That's what
Okay.
I'm starting to.
Mm. So, like, see if gay people are then not, they are like this. They are like not this perfect in their creation, and so this.
Here's a quote
They
from Exodus.
need to be like born
All right,
again in
buddy.
order to
All
be
right, buddy. Yeah, born again, I'm sure. I'm only
Yeah.
born once here. But in Exodus 21, 20-21, if a man beats his slave and the slave survives a day or two, he's not to be punished. That's interesting.
I will like this read this
If a man
verses before
if
that,
a man
before-
if a man seizes a virgin, he must marry her and may never divorce her. Oh, it's curious.
That's pretty, you know, that's pretty.
I do not permit a woman to teach or exercise authority over a man. Oh, that's very interesting views on women. Next course. There yeah, eternal punishment. There's eternal punishment here. It's just very sad and angry. God is very sad and angry and jealous and hateful, but He loves you. Okay, that's the God that you worship.
I bet there's some God.
he hates this.
You're doing great, buddy.
Not the person. He hates the sin, but not the person. Like that, it is. So, like, he will.
I mean, sure, I'm a firm believer of
It's like a sin.
polytheism believer, but I just don't find myself in belief of like, you know, just a strict God. You know what I mean?
So
And also there are a lot of like this people who thought that being like gay now was like this mental illness back in the 19th or 20th century. People thought that being like gay was a mental illness. So like in the this and all Europe and US, they taught like this. Gay was a mental illness. Gay people, not homosexual people, they thought they were a mental illness.
look, buddy, the fact of the matter is that you actually don't know. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. You're making lots of conclusions. You're taking a book that you read and you believe it like a stupid person. That's what an insane person does. The fact of the matter is that you don't know, and you shouldn't believe evil things, and you shouldn't follow evil teachings, and you shouldn't read evil things that have no kindness and compassion in them. So it's okay to be scared, okay? And it's okay to not know, and it's okay to understand that you're in the universe and you're alone. And we don't even know all those things, but don't cling on some stupid book that was written by human beings that preaches hatred. That's not sensible. So you don't know. You don't know.
Outdated century is the only thing I want to add into this randomly. Sorry to be here. But I'd be embarrassed to say that my understanding came from 200 years ago personally. I don't know about you, sir, but that's just my opinion.
Yeah, so the book and the Bible, it's very obviously written by human beings, and it was re-edited many times. Things were taken out of it, things were added onto it. It was written by humans, and now you're being influenced by it and thinking that you know the truth because it was written in a book. How foolish are you? How foolish are you?
Thank you. Someone says it, then I don't have to speak up. Oh my god, thank you.
Even in the Vedas, the so-called Vedas that are supposed to be high and mighty, I'm sure they are, were written by wise men. And one should look very carefully and study that. Let's see, let's apply this. Does this work? Does this not work? Is this leading towards happiness for all living beings? If not, that should be dropped very quickly. Just because the Vedas are the Vedas doesn't mean it's a utmost authority. If it works for people's lives and if it's happy and it doesn't cause misery and suffering to anybody, we should follow it. Does the Bible do the same thing? No. No. The Christian and the Christian religion responsible for a lot of death and a lot of suffering.
Hold on. Let me actually talk about this. So Shankaracharya says that there's the three pillars. He says the scriptures, logic, and personal experience. So he says that if any scripture says fire is cold, you drop it. You don't follow that because logic dictates it's not, and your personal experience from your own verifiable experience, it's not cold.
Yes.
So he's like the modern, like he's like the Hindu, like he unified Hinduism in that sense. So those are the three pillars, basically.
Correct. And
Scripture
and Christians,
personal.
yeah, Christians just get stuck on the first one. They read a book, a Bible, and in the Bible it says this is the authority and don't listen to anything else. Oh my God, I believe it, even though it makes no logical sense and it's not in my personal experience.
Oh my god. Oh, what the hell?
Yeah, exactly. Whatever that guy said. So stop being foolish.
And the Jnana Kanda of the Vedas, it actually stands up to all three of those pillars. So there's nothing to disregard because even science itself doesn't debunk it because you can't debunk consciousness because it's something that science is a realm of studying material, but consciousness is something that is like the observer itself, so it can't even be there. But you can verify whatever the Vedas say from your personal experience and logic. And so therefore, this is why Buddha didn't get the Buddha didn't have a guru, right? So he didn't. That's why he came up with the anatta concept because he didn't have a guru to teach him about consciousness.
What? No, that's not true. The Buddha discovered whatever.
The Buddha that's how to because I mean, nothing permanent. Nothing permanent. He didn't have. Yo, shut up for a second, dude. Sorry. You're just spewing garbage. Sorry, dude, but no, I feel bad. Go ahead. Sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, it's true. The Buddha, to say that the Buddha didn't have a guru is, I guess, technically correct, but that doesn't. We shouldn't assume that he's some not wise, stupid person that made some weird claims.
Stupid. Like the thing is that he didn't discover consciousness. He discovered anatta. So he says nothing is permanent.
No.
So he rebuked consciousness. He says nothing is permanent.
Well, yeah, of course, nothing is permanent. What is permanent?
There has to be something permanent to observe impermanence.
Okay, no, not necessarily. He said nibbana. Nibbana is permanent, but it's not anything. And consciousness arises out of causes and conditions. So he said anatta because people were stooped in the belief that there's some permanent sense of self and a soul and atman in India.
There's a permanence. There has to be because if you want.
That's a belief. That's a conclusion. That's a belief. That's not anything.
No, it's not. It's verifiable because in order to observe change, there has to be something that doesn't change. It's basic physics, dude.
Why does it have to? Physics. It's not physics.
It is physics, dude. How can you observe? Okay, if something's changing, right? That moment that something changes, how can something that you have to have something that unchanging to observe change, dude? That doesn't make sense.
Look, the only reason why you observe changes is because objects come in contact with your eyes or your mind, and your sense of consciousness experiences that. You experience that, and then the consciousness passes away. So consciousness is also dependent.
It doesn't pass away. That means it
Yes, it
doesn't.
does.
So that means you're saying it's not eternal in that. So it just disappears.
Of course, it does disappear.
On and off, dude.
Yes,
No,
it
doesn't.
turns like a
It does
candle,
not.
like a fire,
What? No.
like a fire. Yes.
See, this is Buddha's bullshit.
Look, I'm not wiser than the Buddha, and I know you're not either. So there's no permanent thing, that's for sure here. And the consciousness is all, and I actually know this from direct experience, that consciousness arises because of objects. Things come in contact with your sense basis, and it creates an experience. But your sense of experiencing that is also intangible. It's a constantly changing. Consciousness is also impermanent. Consciousness is not permanent.
Consciousness absolutely is permanent because
Okay.
That's what the Baba Gita teaches. That
It's pretty fun fact.
Well, you shouldn't believe that or the Buddha. You should meditate and figure it out for yourself.
Yes, and my personal experience shows that it is actually permanent. It doesn't flicker off and on and off. So from my personal experience, I can verify that for myself.
Well, then things in the universe must mean that there are permanent things, which goes against the Buddha's teachings. And
Well, then now you're blindly following the Buddha.
When I was in a United States monastery, I had the biggest spiritual realization of my life. I sat down on a rock and I closed my eyes and I saw that my whole life and body and mind is made up of 6 sense bases, 6 sense organs: mind, feeling, mind, eyes, ears, tongue, body. And these things have objects, like things that I see. When it comes in contact with the eye organ, it creates the experience of seeing. And the experience of seeing consciousness, that eye consciousness, is also impermanent. It's changing. It's only depending on a condition, that is the eyeball and objects. If the eye gets plucked out, the eye consciousness is extinguished.
So that means you're saying that you also disagree with Sadhguru, right? Because he talks about consciousness as being permanent.
I don't know about that, but maybe you can source some things that Sadhguru said about consciousness that are permanent.
So that means Sadhguru, you don't follow. So that means Buddha is your real guru, not Sadhguru.
Sky Guardian, there's no real guru, there's no following anybody. I'm just listening and paying attention to the truth, meditating, seeing what it's like. And if it works or if I see that it's true, then okay, it seems like that's the case and I pursue it further. But again, also, one thing I do know for a fact that's permanent, that's not changing, is Nibbana or Nirvana or emptiness or the foundation fabric of the universe, which is not a thing, which is nothing. It's nowhere and it's not a thing, anything. That's Shiva. That's permanent, but it's not a thing. It's nothing. So you can't touch it, you can't hold it, you can't.
I'm joking.
Yeah.
Yo, Dave, let me interview you. I want to interview you.
Ew.
You or who?
You, no, Diva.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah.
On what?
Your what happened to you and how you were so calm and like able to like deal with it and all that stuff. You can inspire others.
It's a good idea.
Sounds good.
Is that a watermelon popsicle?
Yeah.
Nice. So this is, somebody said a quote by Osinaki says, Sadhguru said this: consciousness is your natural state of being. You only lose it by identifying with your thoughts, emotions, and body. Let's ask ChatGPT if consciousness is a permanent thing according to Sadhguru. Is consciousness a permanent entity or thing according to Sadhguru? Let's see, the wise guru of ChatGPT will tell us the truth. According to Sadhguru, consciousness is not permanent entity or thing in the way people usually imagine it. So this is what Sadhguru says. There is no such thing as your consciousness or my consciousness. Sky Guardian, are you hearing this? He emphasizes that consciousness is not an object. Consciousness is not something that you can possess. It's the very basis of existence. Okay?
No, I know that. Okay.
And so is consciousness permanent then? This is where people get confused. Sadhguru would say individual experience of consciousness is impermanent. The underlying intelligence of its existence is timeless. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. The underlying existence of the universe is timeless. I agree with that.
Yeah. So experiences of so.
All right.
Doesn't go against anything that I'm saying.
Okay. Your consciousness is permanent, Sky Guardian. You can keep your consciousness close to you in your closet to protect it, and it's a permanent thing. You keep it safe.
I don't own it though. That's the thing. It is who I am. So it's not even.
It's not who you are. It's not yours.
Okay.
So it's just something. I don't even. It's just it's the floor of the universe, and we all walk on the floor, I guess.
We all walk on the floor.
Yeah. It doesn't belong to anybody.
That's right.
As ChatGPT to observe change, do you need something unchanging?
Okay. Let's see. To observe change, do you need something unchanging? Short answer is no, not an unchanging thing, but you do need a stable reference. Let's see what Shiva said about what does Shiva, the first yogi, have to say about permanence and consciousness, etc. Let's see. Now we're getting to the real authority. What people ask this question to Shiva, yoga context important, precise Shiva, the ideal yogi is not presented as philosophical. Okay. Shiva's core insight, nothing that has form is permanent. In yogic understanding, attributes to Shiva, body is impermanent, mind is impermanent, thought is impermanent, identity is impermanent, even individual experience is impermanent. Consciousness according to Shiva. In Shiva yoga, consciousness is not owned, it is not personal, it's not an object, it's not even a thing that exists. It is the capacity for existence to know itself. Interesting. So, yeah. That's one thing that becomes more clear to me in my experience, that this universe is just huge, or God trying to experience itself, or your consciousness trying to experience the universe. And it's just a fun game that we're all playing here. So have you tried cow poop yet? No, not yet. We'll try it out next.
So actually, this is a great way to have this is described. So there's a saying that, have you stopped beating your wife yet? And if you say yes, right, that implies that.
Jeez, what have I missed?
All right, can I finish now? So the question is, have you stopped beating your wife yet, right? And if you say yes, can I finish, dude? So if you say yes, right, you're in trouble because the thing is that it implies that you used to beat her, but now you stopped. And if you said no, that means you are continually beating her, right? So it's a trick question. It's a trick question, right? So it's asking, like, if there was ever a first existence of the universe, right? So there was never a first, it was always infinite, right? So karma's expounding on itself. So then once the cyclic universe, once the karmas are used up, it expounds on itself, and then the unfructified karmas then regenerate, as in, like, not regenerate, but they have to be fructified, and so then the universe again gets created in that sense. So it's not like a game or like the God trying to experience it. It's just that it just is like karma, infinite karma, just being played out in that sense. It's not like God isn't a thing that goes around, like it's not a human, that has a will or nothing like that. That it it wants to, it's just God is that intelligence that just it's the order, right? Like why right now things exist. It's not random either, right? Like things exist, like protons. I mean, electrons circle protons, and like gravity and that stuff. These are like the order of that universe.
I'm not in disagreement. Yeah, I'm not in disagreement with what you're saying. I think it's all right and accurate. And there's a fantastic quote by the Buddha. Somebody mentioned this yesterday on a Discord call. And one day a man walks up to the Buddha and says, "You know what? You're all wise and stuff, whatever, but I don't care. I'm done listening to you. I'm done paying attention to what you're saying. I don't care about your teachings unless you answer me these questions. Where is the universe? How did the universe come into existence? How long has the universe been alive? How big is the universe? Where did I come from? How did this thing all start? And etc. etc. etc." And the Buddha said, "Oh, that's very wise questions, but let me ask you a question, okay? If a man is in war and a man gets shot with an arrow through his leg, it's excruciating. And then a medic comes rushing to the man that got shot with an arrow, that's excruciating pain, and tries to pull the arrow out. And the man that has the arrow through his leg says, "No, no, no, I'm not letting you pull this arrow out until you tell me who is the person that shot the arrow, what is the arrow made of, who's the family of the guy that shot me the arrow, what kind of bow he used, what kind of skill level he used, etc., etc., etc." And that's kind of like how this is. So there's no point of discussing these high philosophical things. What's important is for us to be free from suffering, to pay attention to the true wisdom, how to live life well, and not, I mean, these things are also important, karma and all these things in consciousness. But fundamentally, we all want to be break free from suffering. We don't want to suffer. We don't want to get into bad situations. We want to live well, and that's the end of things. So it doesn't matter who shot the arrow. Yeah.
We're all human. It's okay if we fuck up, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
Dave, if you want to do it now, or you want to do it now, or later on, or what do you want to do?
I am not in a good. I don't know about right now,
Okay. No worries.
but we can.
Cool.
Maybe when she recovers. Or
Yes. At least when I have less pain medication, because
that's tough. Yeah. So recharge my phone. We've but things are getting better on planet Earth.
I said this in the chat, but considering people probably didn't hear me, I'll say this out loud. I'm a firm believer in polytheism, right?
Okay.
But like, not like.
And it's on DD
Not like.
Whoa.
I'll use it down, by the way, because sorry.
But why do you need to be a believer of polytheism or whatever? Why not just not believe? What's so good about believing?
True. That is very true. I just find it really interesting about like gods in general, like Greek mythology per se. You know?
Like, oh my god, like it's so. Oh, sorry. I'm sorry.
Sky Guardian, what's going on with you? You okay?
I feel like I just feel like I don't know. I'm just
Yeah, you need to take a chill pill.
okay.
Jesus really is the only way. Thank you, Seraph. Thank you for your donation. Good to see you here. As always. Talking about spirituality and Jesus. Jesus really is the only way. I used to ask.
Oh shit! Synchronicity! Holy shit!
Yeah, I've been swimming in the ocean. Back on track, absolutely. Yeah, it's all about. There's no. It's all about. They're just life.
Yeah, there isn't all about. All there is, all there should be, all there could be. I guess you could say. I don't know if that makes sense. And that made sense in my head. So, you know.
Yeah.
Did you swim today in the ocean?
Yes, I did. Absolutely.
Was it cold?
It was warm, sunny, and oceanic.
So the ocean there is warm.
It's coolish or warmish, but not hot.
I guess lukewarm. I
Yeah.
don't know.
It's 23 degrees Celsius outside, so the ocean is a little bit less than that, but it's swimmable. It's
Sorry,
definitely swimmable.
I gotta look that up in Fahrenheit.
Join the Discord, Marcus, or Mark, and we're talking to the Discord members.
What time is it for the people here?
It
Like
is
what time?
5 p.m. for me.
What's 5 a.m. for me? I should probably be getting to bed.
Wow, you didn't sleep?
I mean, I had like a 6-hour nap today, so
Oh, okay.
it was like 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. Can't really say I'm surprised by my sleep schedule. It's pretty messed up.
Honestly, it's kind of fun doing that.
Right?
You can make it work.
Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's what it's all about. I gotta stop saying that. Because I don't know what it's all about. I guess everything is what it's all about.
Exactly.
I have this Rudraksha, this necklace or beads, spiritual beads, and they are so worn out. I just feel the energy of it is not alive or active anymore. And I had a feeling of throwing it into the ocean, or insight or vision to throw it in the ocean. Maybe I will, and then buy myself a new one when I get to the Yoga Center.
Good idea. When do you plan on going? Wait, you're on band?
April. I don't know, but one can hope. I'm gonna apply to go, and then see if they accept me. But I'm gonna go to India regardless, most likely, because
you can just change your name again and just like, or give a fake name, dude.
yeah, that's a great idea. No, I don't want to do that. Oh my god, the smell of burning trash outside is too intense. That is such a shame.
Why do you have to deal with that everywhere you go?
That's Asia. That's just how it is in Asia.
I know, it's kind of funny.
It was
Wait,
way worse in Bali.
I was gonna ask you were born in Asia, but
No.
God, I'm stupid.
What Dr. Rob said though, is it true you have been arrested though, or in that
No.
thing?
I've never been arrested. I don't have a criminal record.
Uh,
So I don't know where he got that from. Either he made it up or some guy that has the same name as me. That's weird. I want to know where he took that from.
Wait, what's your last name? What's your real last name?
Shambho.
Okay.
Yep.
I think I figured out your real name.
You
Wait,
think?
wait, are you, so how many siblings do you have, Shiva?
What is this? The CIA expose of Shiva Kailash Shambho?
I don't know, I'm just curious. Like, I'm an only child, so I'm just curious. I'm like, I don't know, I was just kind of curious.
I
Like,
have one sibling.
I'm an only child, so I was just like, so like, it just seems like, you're not very close to your brother or so. So I was just curious on like, I don't know, is he into spirituality and like how, like, I don't know. I just like, enjoy learning about
Alright,
people's
alright.
lives too.
Yeah. I know you. I get you're spying on me. That's okay. Yes, he.
I'm not, dude.
That's exactly what a spy would say. That's exactly what a spy would say. He's not. That you're not spying on me. So.
Okay.
So yeah, he is kind of spiritual, but not really. He's doing his own life. I'm doing my own life, and yeah. Somebody figured out my real name. Who figured out what my real name is?
I just feel like I heard it before, but
Okay, good.
I could be wrong.
My secret is still safe.
I mean, I know it, but I'm not gonna say it unless you
Whoa,
want
whoa,
me to
whoa,
say it.
whoa, whoa,
Wait,
whoa,
is this
whoa, 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 whoa,
you
whoa.
don't want me to say it, so then I won't say it.
Hello there, buddy. We're crossing the line here.
Yeah, yeah. Hold your horses, okay? Step on the brakes. There's no real name. There's no real name. What's your real name? People say that. What is my real name? What does that mean? What's your God-given name? Exactly. Exactly. So that's something you have to ask your mom or my mom. But that's her choice what she calls
Give
me.
me, give me her number. I'll ask her.
All right, I'll send it over to you. Just don't ask her for an interview, okay? Or do ask her for an interview.
I think I do want to.
Yeah.
How did the great Shiva become who he is today? I want to know the great master guru's mother.
I feel like it's gonna be like, oh,
You feel like what? What
and
do
then just like a, oh, you mean my son? Oh, what's his face?
Yeah, I hope she doesn't say that. But
That would be awkward. It's like if my mom ever called me, oh, what's his face? I'm just gonna be like, oh, she forgot about me.
yeah, what's his face? It's funny because when people get older, they have children, and they have multiple children. They will say the list of children they have. If they're talking about you, they have to say the first everybody. Like for example, if you're have 3 siblings, they'll first say your youngest sibling. Oh, John. Oh, I'm sorry, not John. Billy. Oh, not Billy. Oh, Jack. Oh, Jack. Is that me or
You know?
have you noticed that?
I feel like my mom does that from time to time, from time to time, and I'm just like, oh, you know,
Mm.
yeah. Old age is catching up. She's 50, so you know, yep.
Oh, she's still youngish.
Yeah.
He's a cougar. Cougar. No, I'm joking.
Yeah.
At least buy her dinner first. Jeez.
Shiva looks like Riley or Calvin. Wow, Calvin, that's me. Calvin. Calvin Klein. No, that's not my name.
I like that name.
Calvin?
Oh no, Calvin Klein is a real person.
I want to know if he has last name though. I want to know that now. I'm curious.
Well, it's Shambho. Shambho.
Oh. Well, I learned something new. Calvin Klein is a real person.
Yeah. He's it's funny because men wear other men's name on their underwear. You have a man's name on your underwear.
That.
Hey, Jack
really.
Stevenson. Look, it's my underwear. It's Jack Stevenson or Billy Jones. Calvin.
Yep.
Hey, Calvin.
Calvin Klein has the coolest mansion in Miami. It's insane.
Mm. Good for
It's
him.
an $85 million house.
Damn.
Yeah.
Jeff Bezos also is in Miami, and he has the biggest a lawn wall that's illegal, and he pays like a couple of $1,000s a month or every day fee for having such a long fence. But he a multi-billionaire, so he just accepts it. And yeah, if
In
you're rich,
Miami, you said?
yeah, I'm pretty sure it's in Miami. That's where you go when you're rich. You just go to Miami, and there's like a multi-billion-dollar little piece of property on an island somewhere in Miami that only billionaires can afford, or they go there.
Well, I have a place like that near where I live
There's
down
also
here.
tunnels underneath that connected back to
Are you a
Like a
bill?
lot of famous people, they own
only
big
maybe I
houses.
haven't heard mentioned about that region.
Are you a billionaire?
It's the tunnel.
Secretly, yes.
Nice. Secret billionaire. There's not many of those.
Not many of those left, but now either.
Yeah, not many of those left. It's a scarce breed.
Have you heard of Jupiter Island?
Jupiter. That's in Miami. Jupiter, right?
No, it's about 3 hours south, I think.
Or it's in Florida.
But, yeah, like a lot of like famous golfers and like Metallica, like a bunch of band members have homes there. And they're huge. You can like I ride my bike down through the island. You can see like helicopter pads and stuff. Like these people are a lot of money.
During the New Year's Eve, there's an island somewhere in the Caribbean or somewhere on Earth. I don't know where it is, but it's a fantastic location because it's the kind of like naturally carved U-shaped island and beautiful turquoise water, ocean water. And during the New Year's celebration, hundreds of mega yachts arrived there, and multi-billionaires and presidents of countries and celebrities all attended that little hotel, a very famous hotel there, and they celebrated New Year's Eve. So that was the
Where was this?
I don't know exactly where it is, but if you maybe search that up on Google, you'll find it. It's somewhere. It's somewhere for sure on Earth. But yeah, that somebody sent a comment on YouTube, and one of the top-rated comments was the security must have been insane.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And one day I want to be there. One day I want to be amongst the richest people in the world, like Sadhguru is kind of. I'm surprised no billionaire just decides to give Sadhguru $1 billion. I definitely would. Or maybe I wouldn't, I don't know. But
wait, are you sick?
yeah, kind of. Yeah.
You get better.
Thank you.
Yours I had to say, may God be in your hands, but man, that would be really stupid. What's the term I'm looking for? Shit. How did I forget the term? The irony.
Yeah, I understand.
How did I forget the term?
That's true, Eric, most likely. But yeah, I have a little bit of a cold, and it's just yeah, a little bit of cough and runny nose, but not a big deal. And yeah,
like they always say, we move.
It's all about being a billionaire. Then you'll be happy, I think.
You think so?
Oh yeah, that's what they say at least.
Into your head. Would you change your character based off if you had more money?
Probably.
I'd be happy as a millionaire / billionaire.
Yeah.
It'd probably be awkward because I'd get asked, "Hey, how rich are you?"
Just be honest. But
then wouldn't that prove that your spiritual pursuits are kind of a scam? Your whole character would change?
my whole character wouldn't change, but I'm sure I'd act differently, behave differently in some sense. It would make my life a lot easier, more convenient, and I wouldn't abandon kindness or virtue or morality. That's the wrong thing to do. But yeah, I don't know. I'm sure I will get rich and famous and all those wonderful things. At least I want to. I don't know if I will. Because it's better to be rich than poor. But the avenue that people use to acquire money is not always the best. So I'm not willing to do that. I'm not willing to do that.
So will you ever go back to your other friend's house?
Dr. Rob?
Yeah.
Possible. Maybe when I come back to Vietnam again, I will stay in his place for a while. But who knows? Who knows where my life will take me?
Why did you leave Vietnam, actually? I'm kind of curious on that.
Why did I what?
Leave Vietnam.
Well, my visa is going to expire in a few months.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, so you have to leave. But when I come back, this is the only country that I feel like I actually want to come back.
Wait, which one?
Hmm?
Wait, which one is your favorite? Vietnam, Thailand, Bali, or Nepal?
I would say Vietnam.
Okay. Because I remember you said that you really liked Nepal, right? At one point.
Yes, definitely. That's also a very good country. Yeah. But
I think Vishnu Das is in Vietnam, but I can't remember.
Vietnam is very nice, peaceful. Nepal is maybe second place, but it's too populated, too crowded. Kelly says, "Hello. What do you think about Sadhguru promoting the COVID jab and being a puppet of WEF?
No.
Why would you assume that he's a puppet of the WEF? He used that platform to speak, and I would do the same if they invited me. Oh my God, I'll be there. It's a platform to reach millions of people potentially. As far as why he promoted the COVID, that's why he promoted the little jab, because I guess he saw the deaths that it was causing and he wanted to prevent that. But yeah, that's what I assume.
He's like, whoa, hey, this is kind of bad, you know?
Yeah, but I'm proud to say that my arms are clean. Shiva says, or Mr. R3 says, "Hey Shiva, I'm trying to use the link of the Discord, but it's not working. What is the message that's saying that it's not working? What do you see?" In an earlier video, you said that Sarpavasal gate in the Isha Yoga Center detects the intention when you enter. Do you think it rejected me if I had bad intentions? Um, it's a much higher intelligence than you and us. It's hard to understand how it works, but it's definitely a very good defense. It's a very strong defense. And potentially, maybe it'll something would happen, or I don't know how it works, but one thing is for sure, I know for a fact, it is a big defense and a deterrent. So it's much better than just a gate. It's a gate with intelligence. It's an energetic gate. Kelly says WEF are against humanity and COVID jabs killed millions. I appreciate you answering the original question. Yeah, well, I don't know that, but yeah, people have some weird beliefs and they do some bad things. I don't support that.
People are, some people here in the States are, well, let's just say, pretty maniac. Pretty maniacal, I mean.
Yeah. Where did I hear about the thing about the Sarpavasal gate energy detection thought? I didn't hear about it. I thought about it and I experienced it and saw it. I saw it. So it was good. Yeah. It's always annoying to get sick. What's that?
What's summer? Oh shit! Sorry.
Why do they burn trash?
Because
No idea, man.
the trash acquiring system or trash uh, picking up system is not so good here, not so evolved. And I guess Asian countries are in the habit of burning organic material. They've been doing that for thousands of years. And now inorganic material is kind of in the memory. So they just burn everything. It's convenient, it's simple.
That is just.
Yeah. But it's very bad. It's very bad in Bali. You should never go to Bali or at least stay there for a long time. It's just, I had serious irritation in my lungs. That was serious. When I was driving my scooter through the streets, after I got home, it was like I could feel the chemicals in my throat, the burning and the coughing. I cannot. You cannot stay there. Yeah, you can't stay there long term. But what was I saying? I forgot. Do you think if you're yeah, go ahead.
Have you met anyone there
Yeah, I met many
that
people.
you like?
You mean romantically?
Yeah.
Yeah, I met one woman and went on a few dates, and she came to my house a few times, and I understood and recognized that this is not a sensible thing to do. I should just
Why?
because even though I like sex and sexuality, it feels good. It's not sensible to entangle yourself and engage with just people for that reason, for sex reason. We had chemistry, we had the desire to do things, and I'm sure that if we were to spend more time with each other, things would happen. But uh, just because you can do something doesn't mean that you should, and it wouldn't be wise.
I see. Good discipline.
Yeah, but yeah,
So you're still celibate?
yes, 100%.
Wow.
One thing I'm recognizing is that sickness is good sometimes. Sometimes is good, or at least now that
Right.
I've gotten sick now. I have a cold and some runny nose, and things are coming up. It's a kind of a cleansing. So I've eaten all this food for months and years even, and now the body's saying, okay, it's time to purge all this. You aren't giving me the opportunity with fasting, so this is the time to do that. So in a way, I'm grateful. It's uncomfortable, but it happens like that. And sometimes illnesses come, and the body always gives you warning. Okay, things are happening, and there's big opportunity in illnesses as well. So it's a purification time. Yeah, illnesses can be a big purification.
Definitely. Yeah.
Yes, Mr. Chi, I do think that if your intentions change, then the energy changes.
So are you still in pursuit of that person on here? Hey, you.
Oh, definitely not. I was never in pursuit of her,
I can't
really.
tell. But I was just I was thinking that's different. Like it seems different.
What's different? Why is it different?
I don't know. I just saw photos of her and I was like, wow, like I wasn't picturing that for what you were saying, if that makes sense.
Um, what do you mean? I don't understand. Uh,
And not just disregard it.
okay.
Disregard.
Yeah. Yeah. Uh,
I mean, no, like you were just talking, like it was very sexualized, and then I saw a picture of her, and I was like, wait, she looks like a very innocent, like horse person. Like I just wasn't. It didn't make sense to me.
mm,
So I was like, wow.
yeah.
But hey, we've all been there, so it's cool. I
There have been women here in the past. Yeah.
don't. No, continue.
Yeah, there have been women that join my Discord, and I'm just having fun, really. And asking women to marry me is not serious. It's just kind of a funny, flirtatious way of interacting with women sometimes. But I realize now that I have to be very careful with what I say, because even jokes or even sarcasm can be interpreted as, well, you said this. Yeah, I did say it, but what the hell? So there's a time and a place to talk to friends, and there's a time and place to be on live stream. I gotta be very careful with what I say. I don't want to say the wrong things because I can get me in trouble. And yeah, big learning lesson.
Most definitely. I've always been in different spiritual communities online, and it seems that a lot of the times the men have such a specific personality, but there's always that side to them that's gonna be a man, and they're gonna say things that are like not what you would expect of someone who has a certain spiritual stature. So you have to be careful because quickly that will change your I don't know what the word is. You're just not going to come off authentically. You know, even if you're joking, I get that. I just feel like I've dealt with a lot of people like that before, and it changes the way people look at you. And I think you get that, so doesn't seem that's a problem.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
You're well spoken. I feel like if you're in the right, like, I don't know, if you have the right support, you could go really far with what you do.
Mm.
But if you let things like that get in the way, you're not gonna make anything of what you're pursuing in a way.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, lots of things I recognized. Lots of people sending me messages.
My other question was, is that person that's she's really nice, she has like really long blonde hair, and she said she's from Utah. Is that Kasha?
Mm-hmm.
Do you
Yes.
know her name?
Kasia, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. 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 Sexuality has no real purpose and place in spiritual practice, spiritual growth, and evolution. It's just a kind of hindrance. Unless in very specific cases it can be done and it can be very magical. But certainly in spiritual communities, it's very entangling. It's rare for it to work out in a positive way. And some people have done it, but it led to catastrophic results, like OSHA. So you should just not touch these dimensions. You should just not entangle yourself in these ways. There's a time and a place to do this. There's an appropriate way of doing it. But I realize, also recognize that even joking about these things is, and and flirting with these things in a way, and messing around with this energy is not an appropriate thing to do, not a safe thing to do, especially if you're running a spiritual community and if you're pursuing spirituality and you want your spiritual insights to be taken seriously. So this is a very entangling thing in the human society, in the human world. But
Yeah, you can go one of two ways. I think, like, if you let these things become a weakness and you engage in it, you're not going to have as serious of an audience, and people aren't going to take what you say with a lot of integrity. Like, they're just going to, I don't know, like, no one will take you seriously in that way.
Mhm.
But I think you're smart enough to know that. Like, I don't know.
Thank you for your vote of confidence. I sure hope I am. But we'll see how I progress.
Definitely. It also depends on your goals as a person. Like, do you want to have a family, or what do you want for yourself?
You know, when I first began on the spiritual journey, I thought, wow, a spiritual teacher, somebody like that, like an Osho or other people, they can, lots of things come to them, lots of opportunities come to them, and I don't know how they don't take advantage of that. But I realize it's very limited. And yeah, I'm realizing that more and more by the day. So that there's things that are sensible to do, and there's many things that are not sensible to do. So barriers and boundaries are essential to have. And again, my friend, my very wise friend Reese said that just because you can do something doesn't mean that you should. It's a very valuable lesson here on planet Earth. So my intention, yes, most certainly is to have a family in the future or at some point, to be a nice, meet a nice, kind, gentle woman that's intelligent and spiritual and virtuous and doesn't abuse animals, and that can help me on my spiritual path as well. And that can assist me on this role, this job and journey of teaching spiritual content online and maybe becoming better and more enhanced spiritually. And inevitably, men and women get together for the sake of making children. So I do also see the possibility of that happening. And yeah, that's such an exciting thing. That's such a rewarding thing also, to make children, or to be the person that brings up a child and shapes them into an adult that has huge possibilities. And sane and sensible and also intelligent people need to make children, because the next generation has to be smarter and better than we are. That's just an eternal law, eternal rule. Evolution has to progress. So right now, unfortunately, that's not the case. That's not how I see. People that are the most uneducated, the most religiously dogmatic, and the poorest make the most children for some reason. But the more educated you are, the more wealth you have, and the more, I guess, non dogmatic you are, the less children you have. There just really isn't no need to make children. But making children is our responsibility. To progressing the human race forward is a responsibility. And doing it in a sensible way is all that matters. Yeah, there's no. Uh, so Eric says, good. No good way to get your energy entangled and give yourself a bunch of extra energy work to clear. Exactly, yeah. So that's what I see when I interact with women or I meet women. I met this woman in Bali, and then I just saw that if I were to have sex with her, it would just be an entangling process. Sure, it would feel good, but that's not somebody that I want to spend the rest of my life with, or even a significant length of time with. She's a good person, and she's growing, and she's well, but her energies aren't up to my standards. And if I were to engage with her in this way, and we were to have sex, and for weeks, if we were to do this, it would take a significant amount of energy work for me to shed this energy for myself. And why? Why would I do that for some sensual pleasure? It would just be, yeah, it's unnecessary. That's what I'm saying, unnecessary. But yeah, loving a family is a beautiful thing, but comes with more labels and ego: father, husband, power, lover, provider. I think spiritual path, if your true goal is connection with the divine, is best to stay single. Yeah, that's also true. So my desires are one thing. Of course, I'm a healthy male. I want to experience all the things in life, but I will always do whatever is sensible. So if it's sensible for me to stay single, then I will continue to do so. Yeah. Although Yeah, I wouldn't mind finding a woman that has pure energy and good energy and doing tantric sex with her. That would be interesting, but that's not needed. The demon of lust is strong and can lead to horrible, horrible, horrible consequences for sure. From personal experience, which has been transmuted and forgiven by the light, love, the true Jesus Christ. Yeah, sensuality or lust can be a very demonic thing, and there are beings that feed off of that, demonic beings. So don't. And it's not just lust. Lust is not some bad thing. It's just the desire to reproduce. No problem. But anything that's overused is bad, not good. Even food. If you overindulge in food, also there are weaker demonic beings that feed off of that. It's not the best or healthiest thing. So it's important to be sensible. Yes, thank you. Lots of binding energy with sexuality. It's the most binding thing. It's the most entangling thing and the most um it's the biggest slavery, the biggest bondage, because the way we're reproduced is largely out of compulsion. It's largely out of habit and the animalistic impulse. It's too strong for most people to conquer and to get away with. So they just do it. And that's how you're born. That's the quality. That's your source. That's the source where you come from. You come from compulsion. You come from not consciousness, not conscious action. And so naturally that energy, that memory is in your body. It's very hard to distance yourself from this. But sexuality and lust is no different from food. If you're hungry, go eat. If you're, if you have lust, then, well, if you're hungry, you need to eat. It's a requirement for the body. Otherwise, you're going to shed away. But if you're lust filled, there's no need to do anything. You just kind of let it happen. Let nature feel however you want. Or let nature produce all the hormones that it wants and, pass away. It's not permanent. How hard would you say it is to shed the sexual lust and sexual entanglement? It's very hard. It's one of the hardest things in the world. Because again, the bondage of reproduction, how we're reproduced. Do you think there's been ever a family in your ancestry for stemming for thousands of years of your family members and your ancestors that have consciously made the decision, okay, you know what, we're going to reproduce and we're going to make a child and it's going to be this and it's going to be that? No, unlikely. So it's just you get horny, you go do this, and you make a child. Poof. That's how it is. And one has to transcend that. Yeah, spiritual partner. Um, I I wish for a spiritual partner. He was a powerful little wizard who practiced tantra sex. Yeah, whatever has to happen, whatever wants to happen, will happen. See through the veil. Can I ask you why you went to Vietnam? Becoming enlightened is within. Sure, becoming enlightened is within, but is a enlightening environment behind a dumpster of some restaurant? Is that a conducive space to meditate and to find enlightenment within? Enlightenment is everywhere for sure, even behind a dumpster. But is it conducive for your well-being and human growth? Unlikely. So there are places that are conducive. You should take advantage of all the opportunities that you have, all the tools and techniques at your disposal. You should make use of everything. What about ejaculation? Ejaculation is the thing that you want to avoid. That drains you of your masculine energy. So you can still have sex, you can still experience the pleasure, but don't ejaculate. That is where the energy is lost. Devotion of Shiva sits in a graveyard. Yeah, exactly. LD ELD says it is expensive to stay at Isha. No, actually, it's even cheaper than most places. Not expensive at all. But you can only stay for a short time, like 3 weeks max. Wasted life force. Exactly. Exactly. Kelly says, but I don't know. So sexuality is something that needs to be harnessed and conquered, especially if you're a man. You can harness your sexual energy. You don't have to spill it. You don't have to get rid of it. You don't have to exhaust it. Semen is meant for making babies and children. And also, if you are struggling with this, I made a program, an online educational program. It's much more than logical stuff. It'll go take you through an energetic experience that you will shed this very strongly, this desire for sex and lust. It's available on my website, shivakailash.com. If you can only stay for a short time, then what about those really long programs? Yeah, you can apply for programs, but just staying there in the hotel, you can only stay for 2 weeks or 3 weeks. But you can take long programs and they let you stay for those long programs, sure. See Through the Veil says, I'm an enlightened being, but most of these beings commenting are asleep spiritually. Potentially. That's not true, Ozinaki. Just because somebody claims to be enlightened doesn't make them not enlightened. But maybe there is still some conceit, some sense of self and identity. That's probably true. Kelly says, overcoming the desire of lust, many forms of lust, sex, food, drugs, etc., is important. Fasting and prayer is very helpful for this. Yeah, that's true. Yeah. I've been live streaming for 208 minutes now, my friends. If you want to support me, send me a super chat. I'll gladly answer your questions with a super chat. Yeah, enlightenment is what it's all about. Enlightenment is all we're pursuing. And what better thing is there in life other than being free from suffering and liberated? So if I do all these things listed, will I be a yogi? You probably already are a yogi because you're here on this live stream, you're listening to these words and ideas, you're probably pursuing the truth in some way. You, want to live a better life. That's what a yogi means. That's what a yogi does. So, yeah, at the very least, we can call you a seeker. You're a seeker. You're seeking the truth. And one does not get enlightened with knowledge. One gets enlightened with the truth or experience, direct experience, insight. Are you a devotee of Shiva? Shiva was a huge part of my awakening, but I find faith in many paths. How did yours start? My path started when I saw Sadhguru in a program. He clapped his hands and I saw Shiva. And then how can one turn back from that? So it's not a belief for me, it's something that I directly experienced and I can't turn away now. It's too magical, too powerful. If you have questions, please consider donating a super chat. It'll help me in my life to feed myself. I've been live streaming for 211 minutes. I think it's time to slowly come to a conclusion. We'll I'll continue until my energy is exhausted, until there's things that still need to be said. So transcend your sexuality if you're a man. Transcend it. Don't be limited by it. Don't live in it. It's something that your body has, something that you have, but you don't need to act on it. You can just let it rise, let it persist for some time, and then let it pass away. So tell me, what you see through the third eye. Sadhguru is in the club of Rome, so you don't have that much knowledge. Again, my friend, it's not about knowledge, it's about direct insight and perception. And I have direct insight and perception. Sadhguru is the most enlightened man there is on planet Earth that I've seen, for sure, with my eyes, third eye, my physical eyes. I saw his energy body when I first saw him in person. That man is enlightened to the true definition. Not like you think you're enlightened by having some spiritual experiences or letting go of some bondages. That man is the definition of enlightenment. And just because Sadhguru maybe is part of some clubs, I don't I don't resist the fact that he is. He most certainly is. And can you blame him? Can you blame him of being in some secret groups of intelligent and powerful beings or men that want to rule the societies? Who can blame somebody for that? And don't be hypocritical. If somebody came to you and said, "Hey, there's a secret society. We're all wealthy and we can improve your life massively. You want to join?" Oh, I'm definitely above that. No, it's just because that you're not part of the club and I'm not part of the club that we're hating from the outside. But yes, there's also very bad societies, secret societies that do a lot of bad stuff. And maybe that's most of them or all of them. I don't know. So, Jesus was enlightened, most certainly. Yep. If there ever was an enlightened being, that's Jesus. Good to see you here, Laurel. Hello. Good morning.
My nasal passages, I mean, not my nasal way. Whatever, same thing, I guess, I don't know. What have I missed?
If you want to ask me a question, send me a super chat. Send me a donation. I'll highly appreciate it. It'll go towards my mango fund. See Through the Veil says, no one said you're above anyone, but you're talking nonsense to be sheep. Well, there's also another sign that you're not enlightened or as spiritual as you think, because calling human beings sheep is not a sign of spiritual maturity. It's a sign of a subtle anger. ELD Trade says Jesus fasted and prayed for 40 days. That is in itself a spiritual practice that may have enlightened him. Yeah, I don't think fasting in itself is a spiritual practice, but it can be, sure, it can aid your spiritual practice. But if you're lost in the forest and you're some confused fool, you're practicing without choice, fasting. So, but for sure, fasting for 40 days as a spiritual practice is intense, very difficult, not easy. Angel of light, the master of darkness in disguise.
All things I could not fast if I tried. I am a fat fuck. Not even fat, I'm just like skinny. I have like a fast metabolism. So, yeah.
Yep. Well, there are other ways to fast. Fast with fruits. Fasting is.
See, that's the problem. I don't like fruit.
No, you're probably
I
eating.
need to try more.
You're eating too many processed foods, which destabilizes your taste buds and palate. So if you eat,
likely,
yeah, if you eat a lot of burgers and pizza,
right?
exactly, yes. But fruit is nature's candy, and fruit is Sometimes it's difficult for me to eat fruit too because you're addicted to eating cooked food and very addictive pleasurable food. And when you eat a lot of that, fruit is like disgusting. What is this? Get this away from me. But fast for 3 days, you don't want a pizza. You don't want a burger. Trust me. You see raspberries, you'll want to dive into the raspberries.
I've seen grapes, and I just thought, huh, those
Grapes,
are
grapes are
good.
good.
The one fruit I do like are apples. They are.
Yeah. How much did you exactly practice at Isha or after? What into the higher level Isha practitioners? There's no such thing as high level Isha practitioners. Just because somebody has gone through higher levels of the programs doesn't mean that they're higher than me. It's about your own personal evolution. Those things can help, but you can go through the highest Isha practices and still be very, very junior to the path. Being a sheep is a state of lower consciousness. They follow. Well, yeah, sometimes it's sensible to follow. When somebody knows where they're going, you should follow. All right, my friends. If you wish to ask a questions via super chat, if you wish to donate via super chat, you can do so. Otherwise, in 2 minutes, I'm going to end the live stream.
Well, hey, I have a silly question, but do you have a strict stream schedule?
Do I have any strict? No, I live stream when it's daytime here in Vietnam. And yeah, tune in when you see that I'm live streaming.
Okay, well, so that would mean, like, let me check it. That would probably mean, like, 6 a.m. in Vietnam is, what? And what? That is 6 p.m. EST. Okay, that works.
Intention is all that matters. Osinaki, your goodwill and wishes matter to me most. Tell me about the chakras and what the 114400 mean. If you, well, why should I tell you? What have you done for me for you to bark orders at me? The chakras are real. There are 7 main energy centers in the body, but there's many more chakras than 7. There's up to 114. 100.
A lot of chakra.
Yeah. 112 in the body. I did check my messages, Yuri. I sent you a message. 112 in the body. A few are outside the body. I used to teach trading on live streams. Most people barking orders at me to know my knowledge too. It's just what happens. Yes. Well, see through the veil is very enlightened. That's why he can bark orders at anybody. He's an enlightened master. Kelly says that there is no more slave or master. We are one in Christ. Sure. What does the 140,000 mean?
Go ahead.
144,000 refers to the beings that chose to incarnate on this planet to help humanity evolve. At least that's what they say. Yeah. I did, Yuri, I did. From the root chakra to the crown chakra, count the petals, 144,000. I don't know about that, but did you count all of them? Did you count all the 144,000, or is that something you just read in a book?
Yeah, like what one guy was saying about the Bible, I was just like, that's like saying that you believe in the Hunger Games, even though it's fiction.
Yeah. Shambho actually works well for me in the spot. And
Oh, man, I'm surprised that I'm falling asleep at my desk this early.
yeah. That's it, my friends. That's the end of our live stream. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for donating. I appreciate you being here. I appreciate your support, your chats. We have 44 likes in this live stream. That's fantastic news. If you haven't liked the live stream already, like it. This live stream is going to be online for 2 days approximately. Then I'm going to switch it over to members only videos. And if you want to support my channel and support my work, also I would encourage you and advise you to join my members only videos. There are members only videos that you can watch that you can't watch anywhere else. And you'll get a cool emblem and emoji next to your name the next time you comment. You'll get some status points, and you'll get to see private
You'll
videos.
get member badges, member milestones.
Exactly, yeah. Member badges, member milestones, and lots more cool stuff. So tune in next time. Tune in same time around tomorrow. We'll live stream, and Dr. Rob is planning to be back sometime soon. We're going to do videos with him. If you have any last questions or comments, feel free to send me a super chat to get my attention, or ask me if it's important, super important. Otherwise, I'm going to end it here. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for being here. Thank you, Kelly. God bless you. God bless all of you here. See through the veil. Thank you for being here as well. Thank you for all the new members. Thank you for the new viewers that are watching this. And thank you. Just you staying with me. Feels like I have spiritual friends. Or I have a spiritual community online. And spiritual community is best when it's physical, but that's not always possible. So we're here, have a spiritual community virtually online. That's wonderful. Wonderful to see. We will wait for my friend Yuri to ask a question to ChatGPT about his animal abuse. We'll see what he says. After he says it, then I'm going to end the live stream. Yeah, appreciate you being here in the Discord as well. This is the best place to be. You can talk as well. Discord link is right here. If you ever want to engage with me and talk to me privately or face to face on call with voice chat or video chat, you can do so by joining the Discord. Discord is where a lot of my spiritual community is. Dr. Rob's streaming right now. Oh wow. Maybe I'll stream with him. Okay, ask if a cow wants to be killed for food. Ask if a cow wants to be killed to be food for the cat that helps you feel lonely for the cat's survival. No, the cow does not want to be consumed, but Hindu ethics allow unavoidable harm to survival depending on animal, while urging minimal harm and compassion. One line answer, I didn't understand. No, the cow doesn't want to choose to die, but Hindu ethics still allow feeding meat only because the cat must survive. Oh my God. So it's good if I give the cat which contains meat and fish. Yes, it's good and allowed. Oh my God. Um, what should I say? Self and stop abusing animals. Stop abusing animals.
Wait, why aren't you doing a shared live with the monk right now?
I think I might do that. That's it, my friends. Thank you very much. I will see you soon. And Yuri, what do you think is, do you think you've added positive karma to your life by getting a cat that you have to feed, that fish have to be killed every single day for your cat to be alive for the next 15 years or so? And but hey, you get to pick up the cat's shit and you get to cuddle with it, it'll cure your loneliness? Or do you think you did a negatively bad thing by having a feline take care of you taking care of it now for the next 15 years and feeding a bunch of abused animals into its mouth for free? He doesn't even have to hunt for it or nothing. Tell him to go hunt. Tell the cat to go hunt some rats and rabbits.
That's pretty good. That's nice.
I was just to go to water, but you can't force it to drink.
It is for free, actually, and I did it.
Hello, Mexi.
And also, the issue of owning animals is that like I'm really against neutering because that's fucked up. It's like, and then people claim that oh no, it's good for them. Like like for dogs, it prevents testicular cancer. Okay, so the same with humans. Humans can get testicular cancer. So should we neuter humans as well just to prevent that? It's like the most retarded shit like people come up with, and it's like nah.
Try intermittent fasting. Yes, Mexi, I'm still waiting for you to join the Discord and be a part of our discussions here. And yeah, that's the place to be. Shiva.
You know, it's funny. I found you both drawings, so I was just like, this place seems cozy. So I subscribed, and I was like, okay, well,
Yeah,
this does seem cozy.
that's up to you to to decipher, Mr. Shiva. Just love the animal and don't overthink. Yeah. So last words of advice here: don't abuse animals. Maxi, all right, then you don't have to download. Don't abuse animals. Keep animals out of suffering places. No need to abuse animals. Eat a healthy diet: fruits, vegetables, nuts, seeds, grains, legumes. Eat a vegan diet. Go vegan. Stop abusing animals. Stop abusing animals. That's the end of this live stream. Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe, like this video. Stay tuned to the next live stream. Peace. What do you understand by Shiva? Nothing. Everything. Don't go vegetarian. It's bad. Go vegan. I literally only have 3 hours in the morning to a free time before work. Wow, Mexi. Well, I appreciate being here. Thank you. And what else to say? All right, that's it. Good wishes, good blessings. May all beings be happy. May all of you be happy and joyful and blissful in your lives. And I'll see you in the next live stream.